What's going on, everyone? I'm back. Stream hasn't even started yet. Wriggle with the ew. What's going on, Wriggle? But yeah, we are back with more Girls Frontline 2. We are going to be going through Chapter 8 today in its entirety before we do any more events. Because apparently last time we were missing, or it seemed like we were missing some context on certain situations as to why some characters appeared, because we didn't finish the main story. But here we are. It's like, and Deshevnia, her banner is out right now. But we'll go over that during that stream for the event as well too. But, so, quick recap of where we left off, or how Chapter 7 ended. We just got Colphne back because she went off on her own and was trying to kill all the Jaegers. Let's see. Aliasing effect. Covert surveillance. Lock onto hidden shadows. And right off the bat, it's a battle. Uh-oh. Niter's back. Lots of big rocks. Helena leans over the railing on the edge of the platform and stares hard at the rock next to the vehicle. My thoughts wander as I gaze at her back. Too close, Helena. Don't fall off. She reaches over the railing to touch the rock. I grab hold of her while I'm still lost in thought. Big rock. Colors, many presents. Present? Are you going to give it to Colphne? I have been breasted? Oh wow, blessed today. As you said breast, breasted. I was like, congratulations, Wriggle. 20 pulls, Phoebe, no problems. After full pity for Jinchi, damn. But congratulations. Yes, there have been lots of updates in this past, week, actually. In all the gacha games, yeah. Girls Frontline, Zenless, Woowa. It's like we've had so many. I think Genshin is theirs. And Star Rail? No, maybe not Star Rail. But yeah. Think I'm gonna wait for the next few characters in this one. New support Ice Sniper is cool, but we have 12 snipers. Gotcha. I've heard that we're getting some interesting characters soon. Is what I'm speculating, what I'm seeing that everyone's speculating, I mean. Colphne, Vepli, Pebbles, Ribbons, like all of them. Yeah, I like all of them. The issue with Colphne needs to be resolved. Speaking of which, Nemesis mentioned she had seen that symbol before. Also, Groza. Too many things have happened recently, all important things. But even as we try to solve a problem, a new problem would arise. This is just utterly... Commander! Want big rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Colphne, for Vepli. It's too high. It could be dangerous. She wants us to carry her or the rocks. Helena opens her arms. Well, And who taught you this? It can't be Colphne, can it? Of course it was. Vepli. New positioning? Secret weapon. Wow, what are they teaching her? If you mean that this is a secret weapon she'll put to use in our next battle, then I hope our next battle never comes. Carrying cute? Commander don't like? Damn, she's got us. No, that's not the point. We still don't know what happened on Colleen's end. However, since she hasn't contacted me yet, it means things are still under control. Helena stares at me for a while. Then, seeing that I'm ignoring her, she pouts and drops her arms. She walks up to me and tugs at my sleeve. No carrying. Want big rock, Commander? Hang on, I'm getting a call. Groza? The timely comms notification draws Helena's attention, and she stops jerking my arm around. Karalik sent a message. Something came up from the surveillance? Yes. She and Nemesis located the black figure that appeared in previous footage outside by her lonesome, and the location estimated 18 kilometers from the suspected hideout of Paradis's elements. We think she won't be returning anytime soon. And the reason why she's outside? We're not sure. The target is still moving. Additionally... What? Karalik added that the number of inhabitants in the shelter we raided some time ago has been steadily increasing, and the number of tower-like structures in the area has increased greatly. From her observation, she thinks that nearby groups are congregating around the shelter. This is the first time in a week of observation that they spotted the target living alone. She advises that we move immediately if we want to seek to capture the target. Is Colphne's IFF data registration done? Not yet. Colphne... Even though Mei Ling's been with her, Colphne still refuses to go through with the IFF data re-registration. Alright, get ready to move. Ensure Colphne's safety. Understood. The call ends. Having kept quiet for a few hours, Helena now waves frantically to draw my attention. Commander! Commander! Groza and the rest are leaving the MBV soon. We need to go back. Back? Don't want. Want present. Colphne not happy. Give presents. Give presents. Everyone happy. The sandstorm blows across the roof of the Elmo and into the canyon, whipping large chunks of rock debris towards Helena. I pull her away immediately. A piece of debris leaves a small cut on her arm, but she doesn't seem to have noticed. When she has regained her footing, she looks up at me in confusion. Oh, dance? Yeah. No, you... I point at the cut. Helena looks down. When she sees the cut, she immediately shrugs my arms and jumps back. She shields the wound with a hand gingerly. No pain, no problem. Can use. What can be used? The wound doesn't look deep, but we'd better go back and have Colphne take a look for you. Go back. Want to go back. Commander. Back now. Present. Colphne. Helena is panic-stricken. She glances at the large rock next to the railing, then at me. My attention is still focused on the wound on her arm. The cut, oozing blood just seconds ago, is already starting to heal. A present. I'll think of something to get for a present. Let's head back first. Okay, back. Helena responds immediately and runs back towards the elevator platform. I'm still rooted to the spot as I watch her run off. Lost. Cavitas. May Imore grant salvation to the lost. Follow his revelation and he shall bestow light. Those small fry are coming to meet us. Where's Leader and the others? There they are. Karalik, report on the situation ahead. A wave of enemies is approaching, but the target hasn't escaped yet. Copy. All units begin operations. So one other thing as well too that I've been doing is working on like our main team, and as you can see here, they're at 60. And I've started leveling other people, getting them to max level as well too. But since they are, you know what we're gonna do? For this chapter, we're going to auto everything to see if they can complete it. I mean, they can. But sometimes the objectives go beyond what the AI can handle. I've seen it happen before. It's funny. I'll just be sitting here watching them and I'm just like, why did you do that? Oh. And... oh, that's it. She's almost dead. There we go. Easy. Colphne, Vepley, provide cover fire for Karalik's retreat. Then they ran away. 2 enemy units remain, and they're retreating. Mei-Ling, have you sent the message? It's been sent to Polonitsa along with the supply list, but she said that she'd need to have a good look and would need some time. She also asked about when we would return the jeep we had borrowed last time. Ooh. And whether or not we had a limit on our budget. Counting the jeep, let's go with 10 collapse pieces in total. That should be enough for her. 10 pieces? Big present? Don't move around like that. Your arm's still wounded. Bandage. No hurt. Commander. Did Groza get the target? No, I just want to say that... Mei-Ling purses her lips and eventually burst out laughing. It looks like you're doting over your daughter when you're taking care of Helena, Commander. Damn. Wait, what? Daughter, Lena. That's just Lena joking around. Don't pay any mind to it. Lena is... Suddenly, struck by a thought, Mei-Ling runs a search in the Elmo's database at the main terminal. Ah, that encrypted transmission. Are Miss Lena and Miss Kalina doing well?
めっきり連絡す
It
るこ
feels
とが
like
な
it's
くな
been
りました
ages since we've heard any news from them.
ああ、そうか。あの時メイリンは
Oh,
倉庫
right.
で物
You
資
were
の整
sorting
理をしてい
supplies
た
in
な
the。storeroom back then.
この前レナが連絡してきた時、
The last
手
time
元
Lena
の案件が
contacted
予想
us,
以上に厄
she
介
said
だと
that
か
the
で、
matter with their
当分連
investigation
絡
was
は
getting
で
a
きない
bit
と
out
言っ
of
ていた。
hand, and that she wouldn't be contacting
あ
us
れから
anytime
1週
soon.
間しか経っていない。
But it's been less
ま
than
だ
a
時
week.
間はかかるだ
They'll
ろう。
probably need more time. I glance at Helena next to me.
暗号化通信に留意してくれ。
Pay close attention to the
ここには
encrypted messages the MBV has received. Here.
お
Hmm? Her arm has been carefully dressed by Colphne. The knot on the bandage is meticulous. Right now, Helena is reaching out with her bandaged arm, trying to catch the dust dancing in the air.
なるほど。ほとんど消えてる傷口の処置をね。
To come to me with an
私と話
almost
すの。
imperceptible
こんな
wound
口
like
実が必
this.
要になったんです
Are
か
you starved for excuses to come talk to me? Back then, despite the mockery in her eyes, Colphine's hands were still incredibly gentle.
ヘレナちゃん、しばらくは水に
Helena,
触れちゃ
don't
ダメ
get
です
your
よ
wound wet for now, and don't move around too much.
むやみに動かさないように。
Colphine's still
む
angry.
やみに動かすんじゃない。
Stop moving around. I grab Helena's waving arm. She tries and fails to struggle free. Her gaze shifts over to the screen in front of Mei Ling.
メイリン、大きい四角、キラ
Mei Ling, big rock, shiny.
隊長から連絡です。
It's something from Leader.
気を取られてました。
I wasn't paying attention. Leader says they've captured the target, and they're returning soon.
損傷具合は
Any losses?
弾薬の消耗だけで素体に損傷
None
はありま
besides
せん。
ammunition expenditure.
起動基地に帰還でき次第、司令室に
Tell
来
them
させ
to
ろ
come to the ops room
同時
immediately
に
when they
ベ
get
クト
back.
ルエンジンを起動し、
Start the vector
正
engines
常
in
かどう
sync
かの
and
最高
move
速
at
度を
the
出せる
highest
ようにしておい
possible
てくれ。
speed while ensuring that the vector engines can function normally.
どこに向かうんですか？
Where are we going?
とにかくここを離れる。
Somewhere that's not here.
わかりました。
Will do. Mei Ling looks down and concentrates on working at the main terminal. Warm, soft, the texture of Helena's skin feels no different than any other human's. I let go.
ヘレナ、休んできたらどうだ？
Helena, do you want to go rest?
行かない。ここ残る。
No. Staying here.
コルフェンとベプリーへのプレゼントだ
You
が
were、talking about
コル
presents
フェ
for
ンの分は
Colphne and
私
Vepley.
が用意すると
And
し
I've
て、
got
ベ
Colphine's.
プリーの分はどう
But
する？
there's still Vepley's, no?
プレゼント。プレゼント。
Present,
この前、メイリンが購入した
Mei
物
Ling
資
got a
が
batch of
休憩
supplies
室
a
の
while ago
雑
that
貨エリ
haven't
ア
been
に放置され
distributed
た
yet.
ままになっている。
It's all sorted in the
もしか
dorms
したら、
miscellaneous
その中
storage.
にベプリー
Perhaps
にちょ
there'll
うど
be
いいものがあ
something
るかもし
there
れない
that。Vepley will like.
おーおー。
Hmm.
だが、
Happy
もたもたしてる
noises.
と、メイリンが分配してしまうかもしれないぞ。
But they're going to be distributed soon. Mei Ling might take them away if you don't hurry.
購入なんて。
I'm not
取りに行く。分配しない。
going. No takeaway. Helena runs towards the entrance of the ops room immediately.
指揮官。
Commander, isn't that the trash we collected from everyone that we're meant to throw out?
掘り出し物があるかもしれないだろう。
Maybe she could find some treasure in there.
今重要な
The
のは、
important thing now is that
エ
Helena
レナがこ
cannot
こ
stay
にいな
here.
いことだ。
そうでした。ヘレナさん、あの人
Ah,
たちが怖いんだった。
right. Helena's afraid of
隊長
them.
たちがあの黒い人をここへ
Leader's
連
going
れ
to
て
bring
くるわ
back
け
that
です
figure in
し
black, and Helena will be afraid to see
ヘレ
her
ナさ
up
んきっと
close.
怖がるでしょうね。
I mean, that's if Colphne doesn't shoot them first. Well, actually, if they're not a Jaeger, I guess she's okay.
どうした？
What's going on?
だって指揮官、
Well, it's just that you haven't changed at all, Commander.
暗号化通信に留意するんでしたよね。任せてくだ
You
さい。
said to pay
留意
attention
し
to
て
the
おきます。
encrypted messages, yes?
そうい
Leave
え
it to
ば
me.
だいぶ経ちま
Ah,
したけど。
speaking of which, Leader and the rest are still not back yet. Ah, there they are. Captured. It's Niter. Wait. With Groza in the lead, the dolls enter the ops room. Karalik and Nemesis have the dark figure sandwiched securely between them. Karalik's hand is clamped tight on her mouth. In the back, Vepley is dragging Colphne by the hand. Colphne seems tempted to jerk her hand free, but she still follows the rest of them into the room. Don't run around. Follow Vepley closely. I'm here. Commander.
ご苦労。それは
Good work. This is... I glance at the dark figure under Karalik's firm control.
やかましいのよ。まったく何なのよこいつ。
It's
人
too
間みたいな
noisy.
面しといてめちゃくちゃ重いん
What
だ
is
け
this
ど。
thingamajig?
しかもネメシス
It
より
looks
う
like a
るさいな
person
んて。
but weighs a goddamn ton. And somehow it's noisier than Nemesis. Karalik can't stand them.
混雑より上りし空朗らかにして清潔
Day upon which the debris rises is bright and auspicious.
まさにこれよ。ごっちゃごちゃ
This is
と
what
わ
I
けのわから
mean.
んことばっかり並べ立てて
Going on
一
and
体
on
何が言いたい
about
っ
the
ての
most
よ。
incomprehensible garbage. Who knows what the hell they're trying to say?
感染をつなげし三方
Mountain
雄大
peaks
なる
betwixt
海原にて蔓延
ships,
する
spreading across the endless azure. Hold on. Mountain peaks betwixt ships, spreading across the endless. So something about the sky. Huh. I like to try to understand what Nemesis is saying before Karalik actually translates. This one seemed kind of simple. But something, yeah, the endless azure, that means the sky. And she said mountain peaks. Something about high volume or something like that. Maybe she's telling Karalik off. She's like, you're loud.
へえ、そう。こいつと違ってちゃんと喋れるんなら初めから
Okay,
そうし
yeah.
なさいよ
It
ね。
had something
なん
to
で
do
毎回
with
毎回私
volume.
が繰り返す羽目になってんの？
You can speak normally, unlike her. So why aren't you doing it? Does it not get tiring hearing me repeat this again and again? Seizing an opportunity, the dark figure twists her joints backward and breaks free from Karalik and Nemesis. Uh-oh.
主は思考者の祝福を喚起せん
It's a totally different picture. He will invoke the blessings of the Exalted One. The dark figure stops struggling. Her brown hair falls to her collar, and a gentle smile fills the female-looking face. Her clothes are soft and have a sheen to them. Her limbs are covered in the same kind of fabric, but the protruding joints flash with a metallic glint.
離れよ拒絶せし者に真理の恩恵は降
I
臨せん
beseech thee, abscond, for the gift of verity will not descend upon those who reject it. This is Nemesis speak. She slowly raises a hand.
動くな。ちょっとネメシス、しっかり抑えてなさいよ。
Stay still. Hey, Nemesis, hold on properly.
堅実なる物体力が凝集し
A
流動
firm
す
object, shifting as powers coalesce. Nemesis grabs the dark figure's arm, and the fabric covering her wrist slides down. I notice the exposed mechanical structure. It's not unusual to replace lost body parts with artificial ones in the contamination zones, but combined with the logo we saw and our suspicions regarding the robed worshippers' identities,
ネイト
a Naito, or NATO, but we're called Naito.
ニターです
It's Niter. But yeah, but that's her individual name, Niter.
それがこのお団子ちゃんの名前なの？かわいい。
Is that Miss Bunhead's name? That's so cute.
はい。
Yeah. Vepley skips several steps forward, dragging Colphne along with her. I love how Vepley is just holding on to Colphne for dear life. Colphne tries and fails to shrug her off.
話してください。
Let go of me. Leader told Vepley not to let go. Vepley gets it. It's to grab you a bit less tightly, right? But Vepley's not using much force at all. Vepley is technically stronger than Colphne, so that makes sense though. Why she can't get away. Colphne and Vepley walk past Karalik to join Groza. Colphne looks up. Her gaze sweeps over the dark figure named Niter before darting quickly to Groza. Her gaze then lingers on me for a few seconds. When I meet her eyes, she drops her head. Then Vepley will loosen up a little, okay? Please don't run away, Colphne. Okay. Then... Nice to meet you, Miss Adorable Bunhead. Are you joining our performance? Vepley's thought of a super cool dance move. Wanna see it? Idle brain.
この人は仲間じゃないのよ、ベプリー。
This is not one of our companions, Vepley. But leader, wasn't Karalik grabbing Vepley like this before? Karalik's eyebrow twitches.
あれはメンタル回路がまだ。
If your neural cloud isn't in the right places, you can...
状況がその時とは違うの。
Things are slightly different now. The surrounded Niter is still smiling serenely. Her hooded eyes are fixed on Mei Ling at the main terminal, then on the main terminal itself. Noticing the shift in her gaze, I also look at the main terminal. She does not seem to have any intention to attack. I'm still observing her when the ear-splitting alarm sounds on the Elmo. Getting hacked. The MBV's control system is being hacked. Permissions changed. Commands ineffective. Vector engines halted. Security system disabled. Force reboot unresponsive. Access source identified. Local?
ハッキングを遮断しろ。
Initiate countermeasures. We got hacked. Huh? Is this really level 2? Are you sure we're at the right place? Yes, stay alert. All units prepare to repel Niter's electronic attack. And still just the 4 of them. So, go on, ladies, do your thing. Yeah, she was smiling because she knew what was about to happen. And it worked. Either she's really good at hacking, or our security system just sucks. Dead. Oh, that was easy. So we just have to get rid of the other 2 enemies. Vepley's holding point. Oh, that's it for him. The enemy assault has been successfully repelled. Preparing to infiltrate Niger's virtual cognition image. Leader, you finished so quickly. Let's leave this place. Disconnecting from level 2. Wait. Okay. That's the correct route. Just had to make sure. Temporary freeze cancellation complete. Vector engines restart complete. Current speed 60 kilometers per hour. Total system damage at approximately 17%. Reboot failed. Initiating repair control. Protocol. Current progress is at 3%, with an estimated time to completion of 2 hours and 59 minutes. Cut off the MBV's network connection, screen out full band signals, and initiate a signal jammer against Niger's signal. A signal jammer? I remember planning to use a signal jammer against Helena's box last time, so I ordered all the parts. Or is it still in the storeroom? I'll have a look at the records. With her hacking attempt thwarted, Niger sits half sprawled on the floor. The same serene smile is still on her face, but her eyes now have a vacant look to them. Nemesis, Carolic, restrain Nider. Nider, answer my questions. Carolic bends down to pull her up and pins her against the wall. Carolic is that's our security guard. Can't you hear her talking to you? Why'd you stop writhing around all of a sudden? Carolic taps Nider on the back, but Nider's smiling face shows no reaction whatsoever. Agony spreads across the seas, accepting life's accord. Who's using excessive force? You're the one who whiffed all your shots. She was running all over the place and then towards me, so I had to get my hands dirty. Abounding thorns, shining in opalescence. I told you it's not my fault, okay? She was still moving around earlier. There's no way she's broken. Hey, bunhead, you hear me? Carolic is just beating her up. Nider remains utterly silent, still and silent. Stop her from moving. Carolic. Mei Ling, have you found it? Still looking. It should be right around here. Aha! I found it! It's in the supply crates in the central hub. I'm going to grab the parts. I'll leave supervising the repair program to you, leader. Leader? Yes? Did she hack Groza? Did you take damage from the battle earlier? Should I take a look at you, leader? I'm fine. I just wasn't paying attention. Sorry, Mei Ling. What do you need from me? The MBV's repair program is running, but I'll need to look for the parts in the central hub. Could you keep an eye on it for me, leader? Sure. Groza walks over to the main terminal and takes over from Mei Ling. Mei Ling hurriedly makes for the sliding door, taking care to lighten her footsteps as she passes Nider. I'll be right back. Tell me immediately if something goes wrong. Of course. Do you need Vepley to help you carry the equipment? What are you talking about, Commander? Vepley can't carry that stuff. It's okay if Vepley doesn't want to, right? It's nothing too heavy. I'll be okay by myself. Might be heavy. Vepley will go with you then. Colphne, wait for Vepley here while Vepley's away. Vepley lets go of Colphne and keeps a hand on the bow that is threatening to come loose on her head. She jogs a few steps and catches up with Mei Ling, who is standing at the ops room entrance. Let's go, Mei Ling. Ah, for real? Thanks, Vepley. Off to the storeroom we go. Sure. Oh yeah, Mei Ling, can you take a look at this ribbon on Vepley's head? It's standing on its ends, and Vepley doesn't know how to fix it up. Colphne's hand stops in midair. Her fingers curl. Then she drops her arm. Groza is focused on the monitor at the main terminal, seemingly oblivious to the situation over there. Colphne. Colphne looks up and meets my gaze as I suddenly call her name.
Hi.
Yeah? What else do you know about Niter? What do you want to know? She immediately tries to avoid my eyes. Her gaze rests on Niter, who is being pinned against the wall by Karalik. After the brief scuffle, some of Niter's clothes have slid off, exposing skin that both looks and feels almost exactly like a human's. Everything. Where she sits in Paradus's organization, why she's stationed here, what causes these incidents where they are unresponsive to external stimuli, and whether or not she and those people in robes around her are truly from Paradus. I don't know. If you know something, then just spit it out. It's not like the commander is going to make Mei Ling scrap you if you do. A narrow grove, unable to contain the fierce tide. Fine, I'll shut it. You go on with your questioning.
Colphne,
the information you have is absolutely paramount for dealing with Criphium. Only with enough information can we guarantee success in getting rid of them, including Criphium. I don't know. I don't know. While I was there, I never heard the name Paradus. Then, have you seen this symbol? Using the main terminal, I draw a symbol formed of a circle and sharp spikes from memory. Colphne, what's your communications code? After some hesitation, Colphne finally relents and picks up her communicator. Got it. I'll send it to you. I update the comms code under Colphne's name, then send the symbol I just drew to her. I've seen it. Colphne opens the message right away and takes her time reading it. After turning off the screen, she caresses her communicator and looks at me right in the eye. In the place they call the dwelling, on the walls of some buildings, on the ground, I saw similar symbols. I suppose that
なんだと
Niter
思います。
is the dwelling's administrator?
どういう意味だ？
What exactly does that mean?
私が集落にいたのはわずかな間だけでした。彼ら
The
の
time
言葉
I
は
spent in the dwelling was too short, and I didn't understand a lot of the things they said.
新入りは
However,
みんな
everyone
ニタ
who's
ーに
new
参拝する
would be
決まりに
gathered
なっ
up
て
to
い
see
るようです。
Niter, the type that you and Karalik
キャロルた
engaged
ち
in.
が参加したあれです。そこにクリフィウムもいました。あいつはずっとニターのそばにいた。
He was always by Niter's side. If my
もし
fire
私
control
の射
core,
撃管制コアが
if my fire
と
control
っくに
core,
あいつを
I should have already.
そのコルフェ、見ての通り、
Ah,
ニターは何の反応
Colphne,
も
as you can
示さな
see,
い。
Niter's
今ま
not
でにもこう
responding
いう
right
状況
now.
はあったのか？
Have you seen anything similar to this?
わかりません。
I don't know.
わかりませんけど、集落にいた時も
I don't know,
彼女の
but
時
in the
々
dwelling, I would
長時間
sometimes
ずっ
see
と
her
同じ
staying
姿勢
in
で
the
いま
same
した。
position for lengthy periods of time. I think she's transmitting a signal or something, or trying to connect to something.
何のために？
Well, what's she doing?
何かを見たり、ただ立っていたり、京都と話したり。
Sometimes she'd be looking at something, sometimes she just stood there, and sometimes she'd be speaking to a disciple. They refer to each other as unitas. Yeah.
ユナイタス。
Or unitas. Unitas.
時間や場所に何か特別な点はなかったか？
Time, place. Are there any patterns?
特には
No.
彼女がそうなるのは
She
嫌いな
wasn't
ので
like that very often,
別段気にして
and
い
I
ません
didn't
で
pay
した。
much attention.
その状態からどうやって回復するんだ？
How'd she recover from that state?
わかりません。私にはただ普通に動き始めたよう
I
にし
don't
か見え
know.
ません。
The way I saw it, she
単
just
に動けて
gradually
いる
went
んだ
back
と
to
思って
normal.
ました。
I thought she was just spacing out.
セカンダリレベルに侵入できるってことは。
If she can invade level 2, is she a doll? But something seemed different when we connected to her level 2 just now. It was
なんだかい
weird.
つもと違ったような。
あのデタラメな空間ね。位置はめちゃくちゃ
You mean all that
色は
wacky stuff in there?
道も全然わかんない。
Things were in all the wrong places and with all the wrong colors. It was like a maze and everything.
隊長が
It
餌を切った
pissed me
時
the hell off.
何か見つ
Oh
け
yeah,
たって
leader.
言ってたわね。
Oh yeah, leader was saying that something popped up when the connection was cut off.
グローザ？
先ほどセカンダリレベルに入った時、各所で不規則に分
After
布された
entering
大
level
量
2,
の
we
物
observed
体
a
を
large
観
number 物
測
of
した。
objects spread across the
物
environment
体
with
の
no
表面が
apparent
複雑な
pattern.
色が混ざり合って
These objects were modeled
類
in
別の
color,
状態も
and their
完全
shapes
に
and
は判
types
別
could
できな
not
か
be
った。
completely distinguished.
加えてセカンダリレベルでニターと接触した際、
Additionally, upon making contact with Niter in level 2,
すぐに
I
弾かれ
attempted to invade her virtual cognition image, but was immediately expelled for an
た。
unknown
セカンダリ
reason.
レベルの異常が関係してい
My
る。
guess is that it's related to the abnormalities in level 2.
情報は得られる。
As brief as the time was,
情報量が
I
極め
managed
て
to
大きい
obtain a
か
large
ら
quantity of
解析に
information
時間
that
を
I
要し
spent
た
some time processing.
どんな情報だ？グローザ、何が分かったんだ？
What have you got, Groza?
ニターナンバー240。
Niter, number
これが彼
249,
女の正式
is
名
her
称。
official name.
こんなのが少なくともあと249体もいるわけ。
So there are 249 things just like her?
248。
248.
わかってるわよ、248だってことくらい。今のは口が滑って。そうよ。
Of course I knew it was 248. I misspoke, yeah.
まさかこのタイミングで普通に喋
I
り出
never
すとは
thought you'd
ね。
pick this time to
ず
speak
っとこうな
normally.
ら私もあんたにつきまとわずに済むんだけど。
Karlik is just going off. I never thought you'd pick this time to speak normally, Nemesis. Do you think I would have... You think I would have to follow you around every day if you were like this all the time? Wow. Hold on. No, go back.
248。
分かってるわよ。248だってことくらい今のは口が滑って。そうよ、口が滑っただけよ。悪い
That fast panic talking, and she's blushing.
敏捷な指、滑らかな
And then she goes back to normal.
優越の形状を紡ぎ出す。
Dexterous fingers, strumming at glossy strings, painting a shape of pleasure. She's laughing at her.
はあ、我慢できなくてつい。
Shut up if you can't hold it in. At least wait until leader is finished. Or are you messing with me on purpose, huh?
わざとね、わざとなんでしょ。
Colphne is just about to tell them to stop, but then thinks better of it. She stands on the spot, looking a little dejected. I rub my temples.
やめろネメシス・キャロリック。グローザの話を聞くんだ。
Hold on, Nemesis Carolyn. Let Groza finish. Angry Bunny. I give Groza a nod.
我々人形とは異なり、彼女の体の一部は依然として人間のまま。
Compared to us dolls, her body is still practically human with dysfunctional parts replaced with machinery. Nanomachines, son, have been implanted in her body to supplement her thoughts and decision-making. She needs to receive regularly scheduled commands from a certain signal source to determine her next actions.
どこからの信号だ？
A source from where?
信号源は不明。通信内容の暗号
The source of this special signal is uncertain and the contents are encrypted in a very cryptic manner, leaving most of it undecipherable. From what can be deciphered, I've grasped a few keywords. Immore, purification ritual, summons, and of course, Paradise.
以上が私が得られた情報のすべて。
This is the extent of the
個人的
information
な
I
推
have.
測になるけど、
The following are my speculations. Groza turns slightly at the main terminal. Her face is obscured by the light shining through the window.
私たちが遭遇した連中は2体とユナイタスを含め全員パラデウスに属していると思われる。
These people we have encountered, including Niter and the Unitates, are followers of Paradise.
ああ、それは私も思った。
Yeah, that lines up with my previous conjecture. With the current information at our disposal, this can be confirmed.
パラデウスに所属する2体体内のナノマシンは私たちと異なるシステム
And
で
the
運営
nanomachines
される。
belonging to Paradise inside Niter employ a system of different from ours.
彼女がセ
Due
カ
to
ンダ
the
リレベ
different
ルで
base
行っ
structure,
たメンタ
I
ル
could
エー
not
ション
successfully
に
connect
私で
with
は
the
うま
neural
く接続
projection
できる。
inside her virtual cognition
それに
image, which was
セカンダ
what
リレベルの
caused the
風景に
abnormal
異
imagery
常をきた
inside
したので
level
はない
2.
かと。
The level
彼女
2
がアク
she
セスしたセ
connected
カンダリレ
into
ベルは
グローザ。
私たちのものと似ている。
is similar to ours,
侵入して情
which was
報を
why
得
I
ること
could
もでき
enter
る。
and acquire some intel.
それはさっき聞いた。グローザ。ニターが使ったセカンダリレベルに異
You've
常
already
がある
gone
んだな。
through that. Groza, is the level 2 layer Niter uses abnormal?
入手した情報に異常はない。それと解析できた
No
データから推測される。
abnormalities were
彼
found
女
in
の
the
いた集
existing
落の活動
information.
目的は
Additionally, it can be deduced that the dwelling she belongs to
Imore.
has goals associated with Immore and that purification ritual.
5日後
5 days later,
集落で彼女はユナイタスと話していたんです。
I overheard a conversation between her and the Unitas, telling them to bring more people, the more the better. 5 days after today, everyone would follow her to some place to hold the purification ritual.
彼女は全員を連れてある場所へ向かい浄化の儀式に参加するそうです。その場所はもっとイモールに近くなる。イモールにより近づけば
The closer
浄化の儀式をクリアできる可
The
能性がある。
closer the site to Immore, the greater the chance of the purification ritual succeeding. I don't know the coordinates.
イモール。
Immortal
定の個体名か
sounds like a specific
浄
individual.
化の儀式というのか
What is the purification ritual?
そう
No idea.
ニターが
I
ユ
thought
ナイタ
that
スたちを
it
言いく
was
るめる
just
方
mental
便だとしか思
mental
ってなかったので
Wow. I thought that it
彼らを
was
パラデウ
just
スと
mental
呼んでいます
comfort that neither used to gather
そ
more
の
people.
パラデウスって何なんで
You
すか
say they're Paradus, but what exactly is
指揮官
Commander? Colphne stares at me with expectation.
パラデウス。かつては白い勢力と呼ばれていた組織だ。その最高責任者は人間を素材とした細胞
Previously known as the
ネイ
White
トを
Faction,
量産していた。
its leader using humans as
今からおよ
materials
そ10年
created a
前
great number of half-human,
新ソ連とロ
half-robotic
レンが協定
Nitos.
を結んだ頃
About 10 years ago, when the Neo-Soviets were in
核
a
として
pact
大
with
規模
the
な暴
Earth,
動を起こし
Paradus caused widespread unrest in various cities, and Griffin was caught in it too.
パラデウスの殲滅作戦には私も参加していた。
I participated in the operation to exterminate Paradus. To my memory, Paradus was completely eliminated.
だが私の予感は
I tempered my expectations long ago.
最悪の形で的中してしまったな。
We're faced with a worst-case scenario.
確
Paradus
かに復活して
has
いた。
well and truly reappeared.
パラデウスのネイトは自立思考能力を持たず、性別もない。もっぱら奴らと呼んでいたよ。
The Nitos of Paradus cannot think on their own and were comprised of primarily cloned female subjects.
奴らの行動パターンと行動目的はあらかじめ設定されている。
Their behavioral and operational modes are pre-programmed with the
当時のパラデウス
exception
は
of a few special
ネイトの
individuals.
体内にナノ
However,
マシンを埋め
Paradus
込ん
didn't
ではいな
plant
かった
nanomachines inside Nitos back
も
then.
し
If
ニ
neither
ター
truly
がパラ
belongs
デ
to
ウスに属
Paradus,
しているなら
it's been 10 years.
この10年間で
They must
私
have
には
some
知り得ない発展
development
を
that
成
I'm
し
not
遂げ
aware
て
of.
いたに違いな
A
い。
system, a different system,
異なるシステム、
a tenery
三
system.
進法。
No,
いや、
that's
そ
impossible.
んなはずは。
規定の規律海面より来たり
Settled regulations arising from the sea.
この絵作戦招待何それ
Guards, combat squad. What's that?
キャロリック。
Carolyn, when you left, Nemesis said a few things that none of us
ネメシ
understood.
スが何か話していた
The
が、
guards combat
私た
squad.
ちには理解できなかった。
Nemesis. What do you know?
この
煩雑な元素湾曲と天井
Complex elements, twisting and twinning. Twinning? Or twining? Huh.
確実なのはそれだけだってさ。
She says that's the only thing she can be sure of.
質問を変えよう、ネメシス。君は見知っていたというだけじゃない。もしかして、
And let me
昔パラ
ask
デウス
something
に所
else.
属していたのか。
Nemesis. It's not just that you've seen or are familiar with them. You were formerly affiliated with them.
底なし暴風底なし
A
の海面
boundless
に
storm,
映る
reflecting upon an endless sea.
こいつは知らないみたいよ。
She has
パ
no
ラデ
clue.
ウスって名前も
She only came to know the
指揮官から
name
聞いたのが
Paradus
初
when
め
you
て
said
だ
it. This answer takes me completely by surprise.
その近衛作戦招待というのは、
What's the deal with the guards combat squad?
国営は蓄積され
Accumulating
強烈なる
shadows,
攻防
cast
に
by
常
bright
時
light,
点滅す
glimmering fragments.
こいつのメンタルにある所属情報よ。
It's the affiliation information in her neural cloud, and it shows up a lot with that symbol you were talking
他は知ら
about.
ないって。
That's all she knows.
本当にキャロリック、翻訳が間違ってるんじゃないのか。
Is that really the meaning? Carolyn, are you sure about that translation?
はあ？私の翻訳が信じられないの？だったらネメシスに直接聞い
Huh.
てみなさい
You
よ。
don't trust my translations. Why don't you ask Nemesis yourself then? Nemesis nods in affirmation.
わかった。参ったな。
Alright.
もわからない
Well,
ネメシスもわからない。
Colphne says she doesn't
次は誰が
know,
わから
and
ないんだ
Nemesis is no different.
グローザか。
Who's next? Groza?
本当に知らないんです。
I really don't know. Groza is still gazing at me in silence. She almost feels cold to me.
わかったわかった。いいんだ。
Okay, okay. It's
それじゃ
alright.
あ最後に一つだ
Then
け。
last question.
消失
The
せし
lost
カビタについて。
Kavitas.
ゴルフェン、それにネメシス。もし君たちがカビタについて何か知っているなら、どんな情報でも構わない。私
Colphne
に
and
教えてくれ
Nemesis.
ないか。
If you know anything related to Kavitas, I hope you'll tell me. Niter, who is still pinned against the wall, moves imperceptibly.
その単語、集落で何度か耳にしたことはあります。
I've heard that name a few times at the
カビ
dwelling.
タが彼らにとって
I only know that Kavitas is important to them, or rather,
重
to
要である
Amore.
ことだけです。
電夜に散るそよ風、突然たる呼び声。
A stray breezes among the plains, calling in vain. A stray breezes amongst the plains, calling in vain. Like someone yelling in the middle of nowhere or shouting in the middle of nowhere and no one can hear them?
ネメシスは思いつかないって。指揮官、その
Sorta.
か
She can't remember.
カビタってのがどうかしたの？
Commander, what is it with Kavitas?
なんでもないんだ。ただ、
Nothing. I'm thinking. I expected the answer, but I still can't help but feel a little disappointed.
ニターを捕まえれば、パラデウスに関する最低限の情報を得られると思っていた。
I thought we'd at least have some concrete information on Paradise after capturing Niter.
ほとんどが推測の域
While we do have some information, most of it is nothing more than speculation. And Kavitas.
5日後の浄化儀式、指揮官。それを追っていけば、より多くの手がかりが得られる。
The purification ritual is in 5 days, Commander. If we continue investigating, we might find more clues.
そうだな。
Yeah.
グローザ、
Groza,
あの集落ま
how
で
far are we from
ど
the
のくらい
previous
離れて
dwelling?
今の走行速度なら約5時間程度ね。
With our current speed, about 5 hours of travel.
そう遠くないわけか。
Not
予
too
定
far
変更
then.
だ。
Change of plans,
Groza,
Groza.
今すぐメイ
Tell
リングを
Mei
指
Ling
令
to
室
come
に
to
呼
the
び戻
ops
せ。
room immediately.
ECCM
We've
装置
got
は
no
後
more
回し
need
だ。
for the signal jammer.
誰？
Who? Other than Karalik, who has to keep Niter under control, the dolls, including Colphne, all turn towards the entrance of the ops room with their weapons raised. Is this Helena?
そんなに早く歩かないでください。指揮官と隊長たちが
I
何を
told you
話
not
し
to
て
go
る
so
かもわかりま
fast.
せんし。
Commander and leader are talking about something, so let's slow down a bit. Vepley, look out. You're going to run into something.
ごめんごめん。だってベプリー嬉しいんだもん。
Sorry, but Vepley's so happy. Helena gave Vepley a little doll. I don't know what it is, but it's super cute. Vepley loves it.
ベプリー感激。
I thought it was going to be Helena. It's Vepley.
かわいい。似合う。
Oh, actually, she's here too. Never mind. Cute. Pairing.
でしょでしょ。
Right? Right? It goes super well with Mr. Pizza.
ベプリーさん、後ろ見てないで前。
Vepley, watch where you're going.
平気平気。あららら、落ちちゃう。
Don't worry. Ah, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall.
止まって。
No, go. Just hear things crashing in the background. Realizing it's not an enemy attack, Nemesis and Groza lower their weapons. Colphne waits a little longer before doing the same.
何やってんのあいつら。
What are they doing?
もう戻ったのか。
That was
キャロリッ
quick.
ク、ニタ
Karalik,
を隠してくれ。
hold Niter back.
隠すってこう？
Hold. Like this. Carolic turned slightly with her back to the door. Damn. All got taken out. With a creak, the slightly distorted door slides open. Vepli, Helena, and Mei Ling lose their balance and fall in a heap at the door, knocking down some supply crates and scattering parts all over the floor. Yup. Commander,
ペプリ重い。
Vepli, heavy.
アイドルに重いは禁句だよ。
You don't just call an idol heavy.
恥ずかしいよ。
It's so embarrassing. Please forget all of that, everyone.
何をやってるんだ？
What are you doing? I walk forward and put myself between Helena and Carolic.
戻ってくる途中、ヘレナさんに会ったんです。ヘレナさん
We
に
ran into Helena on the way, and she gave Vepli a
あ
doll.
まりの喜びよう
Vepli
で
was really happy and fell over after running into a
転んでし
handrail.
まいました。転んだんじゃないもん。スペシャルなダンスを
Vepli
練
didn't
習して
fall.
ただけだもん。
It was practicing a special dance move.
でも今こうして床に倒れてるじゃない
But
ですか。
we're on the ground here together.
そう
Oh,
だ
right, the parts. Mei Ling tries to get up and check the supply crates. Vepli wants to help, but ends up pulling Helena's hair again when she lifts her arm.
痛い。髪の毛痛い。
Ow, hair pull.
ごめん。ベプリわざとじゃない
Sorry, Vepli didn't mean it. Oh, thank you, Colphne. Colphne pulls Vepli to her feet. Once Vepli has found her footing, Colphne gives Mei Ling and Helena a hand too.
さ
Here.
あ、ありがとう。
Ah,
コルフェ。
thanks, Colphne. Mei Ling and Helena let Colphne help them up, while Mei Ling gets right into taking stock of the parts in the supply crates.
これはよし。これも大丈夫。
Let me see. This is fine. This one's fine. This is too. And that, and this. Okay, next crate. Even with two people in the way, Helena still catches sight of Niter. But she doesn't show any particular reaction. Right now, she was clutching Colphin's hand with both incomprehension and glee and refusing to let go.
コルフェ、治った。
Colphin, okay?
話してもらえますか。
Let go first.
プレゼント。コルフェ、あげる。
Present. Colphin should have.
プレゼント。あのリボンですか。
What present?
あれは
Another ribbon?
ベプリーがヘレナちゃんにあ
Vepli
げたも
gave
の
you
です
that
よ。
one. It wouldn't do for
私
me to
は
have
受け取れ
it.
ません。
I put it together
あ
with
なた
your
の着替え
clothes.
の上に置いておきました。コルフェンちゃんもリボンが好きなの？ベプリーがプレゼント
Colphin likes ribbons too? Do you want one from Vepli? That way, everyone who likes them can have one.
いえ、そういう問題じゃな
No,
くて。
that's not the point.
これを機に所属権限の再登録もしておいたらどうだ？
How about we use this chance to go through the IFF data re-registration? I take a few steps back to make room for Carolic so that she can help keep a better hold on Niter. I also take the chance to change the subject.
そのコルフェン、これからの戦いはより一層厳しいものとなるはずだ。
We have some tough
君
battles
の所
up
属
ahead.
権限がエルモ号
If
に
your
ない
affiliation is not
いざ
logged
という
into the
時
Elmo,
君の
you've
メンタ
got
ル
no
を
way
爆
of
発で
saving
き
a
ない
backup of your neural cloud in case things go awry.
コルフェン、その名を君にくれた人も君に消えてほしくはないは
The
ずだ。
person who gave you this name would never wish for you to just disappear like this, right? At the far end, Rosa remains silent at the main terminal.
何よ。
What is all of this?
壊れちゃってます、指揮官。
This one's busted, Commander. The two exclaim at the same time. Colphne freezes and they stare at each other.
あ、
That... It was nothing. Colphne, you go first.
パーツが壊れてるんですね。
But your part's messed up.
メイリン、伝えるのが遅れてすまないが、
Mei-Ling, the mission's changed. I haven't had the chance to notify you yet, but we don't need the signal jammer anymore. Instead, we need you to try and rig up some sort of tracker for Niter and process the information left in her virtual cognition image. Anyway,
さてと、
Colphne,
ゴルフェン、
what were you saying?
何を言おうとしてたんだ。
私、
I...
なんだか私が出てったこと気に
It's
してる
like I'm the only person on the MBV who cares about the whole deal with me leaving before.
さっきからあれこれ話してますけど、なんで
You're all
いちいち
chatting
私
away
を
about
巻き込
this
むん
and
です
that.
か？
No one has been avoiding me at all.
未だ解体せぬ心、孤独な空間に
A not yet dissolved soul within a lonely expanse.
おやネメシス、あんたも言うようになったじゃない？
Never thought you'd be the type to say
こいつ
something
の
like
言う
that,
通りよ、コル
Nemesis.
フェン。
She's
食べ
right,
るだけじ
Colphne.
ゃ飽き足らず、真似
You're just
だけ
having
で
a
欲しい
hissy
って
fit, and you're expecting us to
さすがに
take it
ちょっと
seriously.
ばかし度が過ぎるんじゃないの？
コルフェンちゃんってバス寝てたの？
Kara looks all smug.
コルフェンちゃんいつもこんな感じだよ。
Colphine's being petty? But Colphine's always been like this, right? Damn.
コルフェ、興奮、わからない、
うん
おかしい。
Colphne, excited? Don't understand. Weird.
ヘレナちゃん、私のことそんな風に思ってたんですか？
This is how I am to you?
今までそばにいたのは私だ
I've
った
been
の。
with you for ages.
コルフェ好き。
Colphne, like.
ベプリーもコルフェンちゃんが大好きだよ。
Bepley likes Colphne a ton too. If Colphne could practice dancing with Bepley, that'd be even better.
なんでダンスなんか。
Why should I practice dancing
あな
with
た
you?
は戦術人形でしょ。
Aren't you a T-doll?
ちベプリーはアイドルなんだから。
No, no, no. Bepley is an idol.
何がアイドルなんだからなんだか。さ
What
っ
do
き
you
は
mean
戦闘
idol?
中に隊長に向かって
You were
ブリッ
putting
コして
up
たく
that
せに。
whole look like you wanted Leader to pick you up in battle earlier. Were you really taking combat seriously?
ブリッコ、秘密兵器。
Picking up a secret weapon.
その通り。
Yeah, secret weapon.
私が言うのもなんですけど、隊長、
I'm not
ベ
in
プ
any
リー
place
甘
to
やか
talk.
しすぎじゃないです
But leader,
か。
aren't you a bit too lenient on Bepley? Groza nods. The flickering light on the monitor of the main terminal shines a faint red on Groza's profile.
私、前は時々、
Well,
コルフェンがコルフェ
I
ンで
used to
ない
think
よう
that
に感じる
sometimes
こと
that
があって、
Colphne wasn't acting like
でも
Colphne.
今はコルフェンはやっ
But
ぱ
it
りコル
seems
フェン
like
だったんだ
it's
な
still
って
the
分
old
かって、
Colphne after all.
それが嬉しくて、
Thank goodness.
いつもみんなをフォローしたり、みんなと冗談を言い合ったり、
You know how to ease the air. You make jokes, and if you're around when the fight breaks out, you save me a lot of the trouble with repairs.
本当に大切
You're
な
really
仲間です。
important, Colphne. Finding herself at the center of everyone's attention, Mei-Ling starts fidgeting uncomfortably with her clothes.
どうだ、所属権限の再登録をする気になったか。大切な
So,
コルフ
how
ェン
about that
様。
IFF data, Miss Important Colphne?
私は
I
さっさとしなさいよ。あのクソ野
get
郎を
this
片
over
付けに
with
行くん
and
で
we'll
しょ。
go get rid of that
なん
piece
だ
of
ろう、おか
garbage
しい
for
わね。
you. No more of this dawdling around.
今だけですからね。もし
Just for now.
もし
If
嘘をついてた
if
ら
you're lying to
出
me,
て行ってやりますから。
I'm still leaving.
まさかこんなに強情なやつだったなんてね。
Were you the type to be so sour about this stuff? Like this all along?
コルフェンちゃん、出て行きたそうには。
But you didn't look like you wanted to leave at all, Colphne. Bepley gets it.
ベプリー分かっ
It was a theatrical performance.
たなんでしょう。
Theatrical performance?
まあまあコルフェンも同意したとい
Okay,
うことで、
okay.
メイリン頼んだぞ。
Let's just say that you agree, Colphne. Mei Ling, I'll have to trouble you with this.
わかりました。
What's up,
ミター
Nature?
の方もすぐに取り掛かります。隊
How you been? No problem. I'll deal with neither. Leader? Mei Ling immediately dumps the parts that she has not got around to inspecting back into the supply crate and dashes towards Groza. The parts make a crash as they land inside the crate.
メリー
Yeah, what's going on with Groza? Groza tilts her head as if she just has wakened from a dream. Meanwhile, Mei Ling is already standing next to her, her attention fixed on the blinking red light on the main terminal screen.
エラーメッセージ。システム侵入警報です。自動修復プログラムは
Error report. System intrusion. The self-repair program was stopped 7 minutes ago. Alarm system repair progress at 58%. Automatic alerts deactivated. Leader,
私気づかなくて
I didn't see. Groza stammers as the blood seems to drain from her face. What on earth? Yeah, I think Groza got... There's something wrong with her. I think she got hacked a little bit, or just she's having errors. Chillin', I see you're back on this one. Yes, we're finishing up the latest chapter this time around. No, this isn't the time to think about it. I must focus on solving the problem at hand first.
侵入エリアは
Area of intrusion?
今調べています。
Inquiring
実際通信装置が
vehicular communications equipment currently occupied. Message sent. Tracing route failed.
通信に侵入されたの？またこのニターの仕
An
業？
intrusion on our communications? Is it Niter again? She was just sitting there.
今調べています。
Oh,
車載
cutscene.
通信装置が乗っ取られています。
Vehicular communications hack. Message send.
ルート追跡。
Tracing route
失敗。
fail.
通信に侵入さ
An
れたの？
intrusion on our communications? It is her. What the heck?
私が狙いか。
Hold it. Come at me. Uh-oh. Commander,
自爆しようとしている。
she might self-destruct. Stop her. Damn. She's strong for someone so small. She was trying to get Mei Ling. Yeah.
ネメシス、来なさい。またこいつが体を切り離さないよう抑えるわよ。
Get over here, Nemesis. Don't let her take herself apart again. Hold her down in a few more places. But you saw that. She was trying to either kill Mei Ling and get to the terminal. Because Mei Ling is our technical engineer. If they get rid of her, we're sort of kind of screwed. I mean, Groza can do it, but she's acting up.
湾曲摂氏元素応報へもつれる
Contorted elements. Horizontal entanglement.
私があんたとくっつきたいとでもいいから
You think I want to be this snug with you? Hold this thing down.
敵襲です。緊急映像識別起動。
We're under attack. Initiating imaging systems. It's the Unitates. They've caught up, Commander.
ミーターを抑えろ。メイリン
Get Niter under control. Mei Ling, immediately put a positional transponder on Niter. Analyze her neural module logic and clear the message records for the past 24 hours. Groza, prepare for combat.
分かったわ
Yes.
何する気よ指揮官。
What are you
信号を
doing?
出してんのはこ
The
いつなんで
signal's
しょ？
coming from this thing.
さっさと殺せばいい
Let's
じゃ
just
ない。
take her out.
いや、
No. I stare at Niter, who has gone quiet.
そいつは下ろす。
Let her go. Imagine if that's where they ended the chapter. I'd be like, what? That was something. That really was. Alright, so now we have a battle and then more story after it. Also, we did just let her go. I guess that makes sense though. That was like the right call, because we still need answers, and at the same time, if we just let her go, then we can stop being hacked, because she's right there. Follow his guidance. We await his return. Ad parlitas. Commander, Nether has been retrieved by her subordinates. Yeah, eliminate the high threat enemies and evacuate. Be careful. That was something though. Like, I'm not sure if she was like, what was her main objective? Either like trying to kill Mei Ling or just get to the terminal. Oh, they completed something. But either way, both would have been equally, no, not equally, but both would have been devastating. Their objective is to evacuate for this one, but they're just killing everything anyway. Yep. Oh. Now they can get there, no problem. They've got rocket launchers now. Dead. That's it. There's no more enemies. Wait, mission failed? What'd they fail on? They completed the level, but they failed one of the objectives. Oh, win within 6 turns. Okay. I'll have to come back and do that later. That's funny. Darkest moment. Bury the utmost darkness deep in your memories.
自動修復プログラム間もなく完了。ベクトルエンジンは2分後に再起動。
MBV self-diagnostic program is nearing completion. The vector engines will start in 2 minutes. Petanco. Flat, flat, flat. Tall? Very tall. So many?
We're
very close to red zones now. The topography is different from yellow zones. Helena seems very excited as she leans against the window. Groza is working at the main terminal nearby. We're going to have to address Groza soon, though. I look back and forth between the two, observing them from behind. Red zone. Very red. The red zone is just a name. No, I'm not sure why these high contamination zones were called red zones from the very beginning. Probably something along the lines of a warning. Oh, red, full, add score. Score? Have you been playing video games with Mei Ling, Helena? Helena immediately turns around and draws a large circle in the air with her hands. Colphne together. Mei Ling no stop. Win many.
ゲームでコルフェンを説得しようとしてたのか。
Mailing wanted to use video games to appease
コルフェン
Colphne.
がまだ軌道基地を降りて
It's
い
a
ないのは
miracle
奇
that
跡だ。
Colphne didn't leave again. Helena tilts her head in confusion. The scenery outside the window shifts continuously as the Elmo drives along. Helena soon directs her attention to the view.
カウントダウン開始。3、2、
Countdown. 3, 2,
自動修復
1.
プログラム終了。
MBV self-diagnostic
全
is
損傷モジュールの
complete.
修復を確認。
All damaged modules have been
Vector
repaired.
engine.
The vector
Stage
engines are
on.
operating normally.
指令室内におけるコーラプス放射性
The
物
ops
質の
room
除
collapse
染完了。
radiation has been cleansed.
現在
The
の
collapse
コーラプス
radiation
放射
levels
線量
returning
測
to
定。
zero, Commander.
ああ、コンマゼロ以下とはいえ、
Alright.
除去するに越したことはない。
Even if it's just by just a few tiny digits, it's always good to clean it up.
コルフェンがすでに床に残った暗褐色の液体を分析し終えて、
Colphne has already analyzed the dark brown liquid substances left on the ground. It's determined to be blood from a human.
ニターもネイと同様、サイボーグ型の人形だと
We
予
did
測はして
indeed
いる。
guess that Niter is similar to a
でもまず
Naito,
はニタ
in
ーの
that they are
体に
half
コー
robotic
ラプスクリスタルができてい
androids,
る。
basically. But for collapsed crystals to appear on a Naito,
ネイトの体にはコーラプスクリスタルはなかったの。指
were
揮
there no collapsed crystals on Naitos, Commander? There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her responsiveness or expressions. So what was that just now? He's referring to Groza, what happened with her. She like froze up.
当時、私が遭遇したネイトや掴んだ情報からすれば、
For the ones I encountered and had intelligence on, no.
あのネイトたちは、たとえ防護服なしでコーラプス放射
With
線量
zero
の高い
protection
環
in
境下にいた
environments
と
with
しても
intense collapse radiation, they
短
did
期間
not,
では
or rather,
メリットを発
in
症
the
するこ
short
となど
term,
なかった。
they did not exhibit ELID symptoms, much less forming collapsed crystals, which is a symptom of late-stage ELID.
それなら可能性は2つね。パラデウスの再建時、
There are two
技術的
possibilities.
対価により、
Paradox experienced a deterioration in available technology when they reconstructed. And as a result, Niter and the Naitos did not use previously common technology.
あるいは再建後のパラデウスにはこれまでの経験
Or
が生か
past
せず、
experiences cannot be applied to the new Paradox, and for some reason, Niter, as a distinct individual, uses new technology.
いずれにせよ、ニターは以前のネイトたちと比べると、
But in various aspects, Niter is still a far cry from the Naitos I've seen previously. I soon rule out one of my conjectures. With Helena engrossed in admiring the view, the ops room is utterly quiet. All that can be heard is the monotonous hum of the Elmo's engines. This makes for the perfect background noise while I organize my thoughts.
どちらかといえば、私は後者だと思う。今の
Though
パラ
I'd
デ
be
ウス
more
を
inclined
ウィ
towards
リ
the
アムが
latter.
率いているなら、
If the
奴
one
らに
leading
技
Paradox
術
is
的
still
対価が
William,
起こるとは思えない。
I doubt they would be suffering from technological deterioration. Yeah, that's true. He was a genius. An evil, mad, crazy scientist genius, but a genius nonetheless.
ウィリアム、
グリフィンでの最後の任務のターゲットだ。なお、ウィリアム。
The target of my final mission at Griffin, William. This name brings back some very unpleasant memories. I bet I'm not looking too happy right now.
イエローエリアの集落から人を集め、ユナイタスという呼称を使う。
Absorbing the population from habitable areas in the yellow
そ
zones.
してヘレ
The
ナ。
Unitates,
ヘレナの
purification
言った
ritual, which carries an
さ
unclear
らに
meaning.
は新型ネイトと言えるかどうかもわから
The
ない。
Borica
妹
Helena mentioned. And finally, Niter and Amore, who are possibly new variants of Naitos.
ウィリアムの目的がまだ完全免疫体を作り出すことにあるなら、
If William's goal is still
彼
to
の
create
こと
a
で
fully
10年
immune
も発展
individual,
し続けてきたパラデウス
Paradus would no doubt be tougher to
昔より
handle
も
than
はるかに
before
手
under
強く
his
なっている
leadership
はずだ。
and 10 years of redevelopment.
レレナ呼んだ？
Huh? Helena heard? Helena turns to look at me upon hearing her own name.
なんでもないよ。
It's nothing.
指揮官、悪口、悪いやつ。
Commanders say bad things. Bad person.
知識だけじゃなく表現力も随分豊かになった。
Besides bits and pieces of knowledge, you seem to have gotten better at expressing yourself, haven't you, Helena?
音、ままる。
Making sound. Circles. A new notification appears on the screen of the main terminal. Helena runs over at once, trying to touch the screen.
ままる、たくさん。動かない？
Circles lots. Not moving?
触ってはダメよ、ヘレナ。
Don't touch that, Helena.
うん。
Helena struggles, but fails to shake Rosa off. She retracts her arms begrudgingly.
指揮官、メイリンが
Commander,
2台に取り付けた
The
GPS 装
transponder
置に
Malin placed indicates that neither has stayed in the same location for more than 32 minutes, exceeding the longest time spent stationary in the
最長
past
停
2
留時間を
days.
超えたわ。
超過パーセンテージは
By how much?
185%。
185%.
200% になったら場所を特定し目標位置に設定しろ。
Request coordinates after reaching 200% and set it as the target location.
了解。
Understood. I studied the terrain through the window.
おそらくレッドエリアに限りなく
The target
近いはず
location
だ。
might be close to the red
グローザ
zone. Groza,
産休防護
tell
機能で
Mei Ling
整
to
備を
prepare
行うよ
all
う
squad
メイリンに
member
伝えろ。
equipment as per level
対象
3
は
protection.
人形招待全員だ。
Go find Mei Ling after the
目
target
標位置を
location
特定
is
したら
confirmed.
君もメイリンの元へ向かってくれ。産休防護にかけていたコーラプス放射線測定器はすでにポルドニッツァに配達を頼んである。
We've
届き次第各自の防護状況に合わせて
requisitioned the collapsed
メイリンに警
radiation
告上限をセットしてもら
detectors
うんだ。
that were missing for
戦
level
闘中
3
は
protection
数
from
値に気を配
Palanitza.
れ。
After
危険域に
confirming
到達した
delivery,
らすぐに
please
撤
have
退
Mei
する。
Ling set upper limits depending on your respective body conditions. Please take note of the displayed value while in combat and retreat immediately when you reach the danger level.
撤退。
Retreat?
指揮官、警戒上限を設定
Commander,
後、コー
the
ラプス放射
apparatus
線測
generates
定
a
器は
pretty broad
自
danger
動で比
zone
較
after
的広
setting
範囲の
an
危
upper
険域を
limit.
割り出すようになっ
If
て
we
いる。
retreat immediately when
危険
reaching
域
the
に
danger
到達した
zone,
途端
we
撤退
risk
してい
missing
ては
out on
探
scouting
索のチャンスを逃
opportunities.
しかねない。
I think we need to use
今
all
は
means
可能な
available
限り
to learn more
パラデ
about
ウスの情
Paradis,
報を収
Commander.
集するべきよ。
Groza looks at me resolutely.
あなたの任務を終わらせるためにも撤退のタイミングは
For the sake of completing the mission you
私に一任しても
started
らえ
but
ないか
couldn't
しら。
finish, I'm hoping you'll let me make the decision on when to retreat, Commander. It is an expression I know very well. I encountered Groza again in one of the ruins in the Yellow Zone about 10 years ago. Since then, I've noticed some changes in her. It is quite natural for the wear and tear of a doll's neural cloud to cause memory loss, which could lead to changes in personality as a result. Over the course of the last 10 years, I have thought about helping Groza track down her neural backup stored in Griffin's database from her time in Griffin, but I never got the chance to do that. My resolve is always renewed whenever Groza makes this face. Since our reunion, Groza has been strangely obsessive about certain things, completely unlike the Groza I used to know. But I wonder if this sudden obstinacy is being obstinacy is being aroused by the face I made when I mentioned William just now, or...
わかった。
Alright. As always, I relent. So we're letting her make the call on when to retreat. Helena has started to get bored of the view outside the window, but she can't get past Groza, so she shuffles over to me and tugs at my sleeve.
眠い。寝る。
Tired? Want sleep?
休憩室に戻るか。休憩エリアの椅子でもい
Want
い
to
が
return to the
あま
dorm?
り寝心地は良くない。
The chairs are fine for taking a break on, but aren't any good for sleeping.
やだ、ここにいる。ここで寝る。
No. Here. Sleeping here. Helena is so tired she can barely keep her eyes open, but she is still adamant in her refusal. just like Groza.
毛布は椅子の左2番目のキャビネットだ。
There's a blanket in the second cabinet to the left of that chair. Good noon. Helena makes for the lounge. I repeat my answer to Groza.
撤退の判断とタイミングは君に任せる。
I can give you authorization to make the judgment call on when to retreat. However, I have one more thing I need to confirm.
何？
君の身に起きたことについて何か進展はあった？
About what's happening with you. Any progress, Groza?
進展と呼べるようなことはまだ何も。
Nothing that can be called progress. Groza's reply is resolute and devoid of hesitation. I can't come to any conclusions based on such a response.
そうか。進展があったら教えてくれ。
All right. Tell me if there's anything.
わかったわ。
Will do.
それとネメシスに気を配っておくよ。
Also, pay attention to Nemesis.
招待メンバーを疑うのは私らしくないが、ネメシスがかつてパラデウスのこの作戦
Even if it's not
小隊
my
に所
style
属
to be
していたなら
suspicious of my team members,
能動的
if
か受動
Nemesis
的か
once
に関わ
belonged
ら
to
ず
the Paradise Guards
この
combat
機動
squad,
基地に来たの
whether
には
willingly or
何
not,
か別の目的がある
she
の
may
か
have
もしれ
other
ない。
motives for coming to our MBV.
でもネメシスが機動基地に来てから特に疑わしい挙動はなかったように思うけ
But
ど。
Nemesis has not acted in any way worthy of
あなたの
suspicion
パラ
ever
デウス
since
に
she
対す
joined
る認
us.
識からの判断
Is this a
なのかしら。
judgment you've made with your understanding of Paradise, Commander?
まあな。
I suppose.
ネメシスのあの喋り方もうさんくさいと言えるだろう。とにかく
She's a bit
パラデウ
suspicious
ス
in
絡
terms
み
of
において
speech, no.
慎重になりすぎる
In
と
any
いうことは
case,
ない。
it cannot hurt to be more careful in matters related to Paradise.
了解したわ。
Understood. Now a battle. I mean, I don't really see there being a reason to be suspicious of Nemesis. But, I mean, Groza herself, there's something going on with her. She needs to focus on that. Commander, we've arrived in the settlement near the designated target. Proceed as planned. Gather enough of the Unitates clothes and prepare for covert infiltration. Actually, where the... Oh. Honestly, it doesn't matter where they are. Like I said, we're doing everything on auto. Because I believe they can complete all the levels as is. Even if they can't complete all the side objectives. But yeah, Nemesis is fine. The only thing I can think of happening with Nemesis as a plot device is that during her time with them, because she's a doll, there could be some like hidden objective within her code that she herself doesn't even know about. But besides that, yeah, no. I don't think Nemesis is suspicious at all. As for Groza, she started... Actually, when did that happen? Her issue started... Yeah, it's been quite a while. Ever since she fought, oh no, I can't remember her name. It's right there. I can picture her. What's her name? Darcher, with the umbrella. So yeah, it's been quite a while. Commander, there was a minor mishap. We will continue gathering Paradis's Unitate's clothes. Crumbling boulders, rolling in the thunder, tearing. They need an alchemist? Wait, why? Huh? What do you mean? Blaming me for tearing the clothes? Are you really expecting them to just hand over their clothes willingly? That's funny. She's blaming her because she's the only one who uses a sword. Continue with your work and stay safe. Translation potions. Gotcha. I mean, that's what Karalik is for. She is our translation potion. And she's reusable. Also, we haven't met Cripium just yet, like face to face. But as soon as we do, Colphne is just she's gonna shoot first. She's not asking questions, she's just shooting. It's like she has her objective. Dead. Nice. Oh, Epiphylium. The sinister obelisk stands over the land. Ghostly epiphyliums blossom, and gloom spreads across the land. Epiphyliums are those, the growth, the plants.
変装完了。指定位置に到着。
Those flowers, actually, right there in the background. Refit completed. Squad has reached designated position. Interesting. How Groza looks in this outfit.
異常報告を。
Status report.
特に異常はないわ。各ユニットの世帯に損傷なし。
There have been no
弾薬の平均
abnormalities
消
thus
耗
far.
率は約
There was no damage to
12%。
combat units. Ammo
ユナイタ
expenditure
ス
is
の
around
服装が
12%.
体のほとんどを
The
隠して
apparel
く
of
れる
these
おかげ
unit
で
tapes can hide
潜入は
most
順
of
調
our
よ。
surface features. Infiltration proceeding as normal.
情報の入手が最優先だ。起動機種の座標を後ほどメイリンに送らせる。
Prioritize acquisition of intel.
危険と感じたら
Meilin will send you
速
the
やかに撤
MDV's
退しろ。
coordinates in a moment. Retreat at the first sign of danger.
慎重に判断させてもらうわ。
I will be cautious.
あの奇妙な塔のような建物を見た途端、ヘレナがどうしても行
The
きたいと
moment she
ダダ
saw
をこね
those
てね。
strange tower-like structures,
防御
Helena
システムをき
insisted
ち
on
んと
coming
制御して君
I've
の命
already
令を聞く
instructed
よ
her
う
to
言い
keep
聞かせておいたが
to listen to your orders,
君たちも
to keep her
Helena
own
の
defense
安全には
system in check
くれぐれ
and
も
don't
注
do
意して
anything
くれ。
rash. Make sure to keep her safe while moving.
建物に実際触れてみれば、ヘレナも何かを思
Helena
い出
may
すか
be
も
able
し
to
れない。
remember more when she touches these buildings.
ああ、私もそう思う。
Yeah,
ヘレ
that's
ナ
what
を
I'm
頼ん
thinking.
だぞ、グローザ。
Bring her back safe, Groza.
了解。
Understood.
この通信チャンネルはメイリンが暗号化したものだ。
Even though we're using Meilin's
前回の二
encrypted
の舞に
channel,
ならない
I
よ
will
う
temporarily
一旦
cut
通
off
信を切る。
comms in order to avoid the
定
situation
時
that
連
happened
絡を
last
忘れ
time.
ないように。
Make sure to
安全
report
信号
regularly.
は22。
The safety
救援
signal
は
is
49
22,
だ。
and the SOS
救援
signal is
信号を受け取
49.
ったらすぐに
After
ドローンを
receiving the
飛ばす。
latter, I will send over the drone.
わかったわ。
Will do. Groza taps her communicator and ends the call. The outpost is bustling with groups of unitates dressed in robes. It's kind of peaceful here, though. Wearing similar robes, Groza's team blends in with the crowd and slowly heads towards the largest spired building, some distance away. Walking in the center of their formation, Helena stops from time to time and stares at the tower-shaped building in a daze. With her view obstructed by her hood, Karalik runs into her from behind.
さな歩きなさい。何を突っ立ってんのよ。
Cultist Karalik. Let's get a move on. Why are we standing around?
前方にある先の尖った逆三角形の建物がボリカ。
This inverted triangular building is the Borica, Helena.
違う。ボリカもっと大きい。
No, Borica really big.
透明。
Borica clear,
ボリカ
pointy. Borica. Oh, wow. It's got to be what we're looking at in the background. That giant. I was gonna say like a pyramid. It's an upside down pyramid though.
透明でトゲトゲしてる。似たような名前のものならベプリン見たことあるかも。
Cultist Vepley. Something that's transparent, sharp, and has a similar name? Vepley has seen it before. Vepley looks back at the others from the front of the line and points at her own forehead.
見た？どこで？
You've seen it? Mm-hmm. Let Vepley think for a bit.
思い出した。朝のドリーム
Ah,
タイム
yeah.
の初
It
演
was
会
at
場だ。
Morning Dream Time.
雪山が超
Its premiere, which took place on the super beautiful snowy mountain. The location file says that Glicka is at the bottom of the mountain inside a glass house. However, the performance didn't go smoothly. Do you want to listen to it? Vepley remembers all the lyrics and moves and can sing it right here.
歌うってベプリ
Sing
今
what?
中なんですよ。
Vepley,
それに
we're here on a
アリス
mission.
は植物の名前でしょ。
Glicka, isn't that some plant?
そうなの？
Oh, isn't that some plant?
そういうネーミングの仕方が。
Is it? Is it? To think things can be named like this.
連なる山脈と激流。
Mountain ranges and rapids, traversing the oceans.
何でもかんでも見習うんじゃないわよ、ネメシス。
Don't just go and learn weird things, Nemesis. Translating for you is already tedious enough. Don't make my job any harder, okay?
ネメちゃん、もしかしてベプリンの
Oh,
褒めてくれてるの？
Nemi thinks it's cool too, yeah?
喜びの舞。
Vepley's learning. Damn.
ネメちゃん。何
Nemi?
なのよ、その呼び方。
What kind of name is that?
だってネメシスって呼びにくいし。
Nemesis is too long of a name, and it's not cute at all to say. Nemi is way cuter, with less syllables, so the audience will remember it easily.
すぐに覚えてくれるよ。
Crochet is... What? Oh, that's right, you pronounce it Karalik, so... Karosha is cute too. What?
キャロちゃん？
静かにしてください。見つかります。
Shush! Pipe down. We're going to be found. Huh. Nice. Wait, is Nemesis asleep? Yes, she is. Nemesis is back there falling asleep. They all lower their heads at once and try to stay hidden. Except for Helena. The soft light reflected by the glass spire glimmers in her eyes.
先生。
Teacher. Karalik whacks Helena on the head from behind.
頭下げて。聞こえてんの、ヘレナ？
Keep your head down, Helena.
頭を下げるのはそっちです。その耳のせいでフードが不自然になってるじゃないですか。
Shouldn't you be the one doing that? The hood's being propped up by your ears.
何それ、私のせい？
And that's my fault.
帽子があるのが悪いんじゃな
Who
い？
knew these clothes had a hood?
永遠の石踏みを持って頑固な石を叩い
Boundaries in perpetual limbo. Commending adamant bedrock.
それ外したらどうなるか分かって言ってんの？
They aren't removable, okay? You know what? I'm glad they answered that. That was a question that I was wondering. If she could, or if they were. And Now we know. They are indeed part of Carol. Carol. Yeah, definitely understands. The ears are Crocio's secret to popularity. Without them, Karosha will be, or Karo-chan, that's what she called her, will be just like all the other idols, and that's no good. Bepley turns her head discreetly and gives Karalik a thumbs up. She's so pissed off, it's great. Don't call me that. These aren't bunny ears, and you do not do that whole spiel on me. Quiet. Groza, who has been observing her surroundings carefully from the front of the line, has finally had enough. She tilts her head and connects to level 2. Remain silent. Don't draw any attention. Use level 2 messaging if you need to communicate. Oh, level 2 messaging. That's a thing. Yeah, the line stopped. Stay alert. Isn't this a cue to get into that funnel-like building? Is the purification ritual going on in there? We can't be sure yet, but this is the area where the transponder signal is coming from. Considering its appearance and scale, it's very likely. The echo effect is cool. And the people lining up here seem like they're following someone's lead, huh? Each of the leaders all resembles that Niter we saw before. They don't just look like them, they are. Is Niter a mass-produced model? It was Niter number 249, so that means there are 248 more. Didn't you know that before, Karalik? I did. It's tedious to just stand around here for a long time. Colphne, why do I get the impression that the way you talk has changed and that you have something against me since you returned? I'm not trying to. Where the hell did that fake-ass tone of yours from before go? Quiet. Don't stay still while using level 2 messaging and keep your limbs moving. Don't use it if you're not used to using it. And avoid using it for chatting. Everyone, we are in the middle of a mission. A sound from the distance interrupts their conversation. At the same time, the light at the top of the spired building flickers and shifts from the original spot to white to harsh silver. There we go. From the original, I thought that said spot, original soft white to a harsh silver. Seeing the change in the light, everyone around them stops in their tracks. They make the cross sign with their fingers and takes out something stored in a transparent container, lifting it over their head. Collapse epitheliums? Different groups are holding different things, but the leaders and their members are holding the same things. Are those insignias for different groups? They need to be holding something then. Is that really important? Leader, since we don't have one of those, what should we do? Communicating on level 2 has already made their movements sluggish to begin with, and the fact that they aren't lifting transparent containers over their heads makes them stand out from the crowd even more. The unitates around them slowly turn to stare at them in silence.
コーラプス放射線測定器を使うわ。
Use the collapse radiation detectors. Groza unhooks the detector from her belt. She copies the unitates in making the cross sign with her fingers, with her head lowered, and lifts the detector over her head. The detector looks vaguely different from the transparent containers in the surrounding unitate's hands, but it doesn't contain an epithelium.
どうやって使えばいいのよ。
How do you use this thing?
いいから掲げて。
Hold it up. Helena is still spacing out, so Karalik taps her and gets her to lift her detector.
ほら、あんたも腕上げて。そう、それでいいわ。
Hold it. Put it up. Yeah, just like that.
ほんとおせっかいなんだから。
Oh, Karalik, you worry too much.
誰か来る。
Ah, someone's coming. Maybe they were a bit too slow, or maybe their containers look a bit off. A Unitas breaks away from his group and walks towards them. Yeah, what he said. He stops in front of Karalik.
どうも。
You're here? Really, Nemesis?
聞こえてるわよ、ネメシス。
Nemesis, I heard that. Karalik keeps one hand lifted, holding the detector, and pulls Nemesis forward from behind her with the other hand. Nemesis is forced to stand before the Unitas.
よくも笑ってくれたわね。なんとか言いなさいよ。
Laugh all you want. What can you say now? The Unitas's face is largely obscured by his hood, but he just stands there in front of the clearly suspicious-looking group, completely still. They start getting nervous. Underneath her robe, Gross's hand is resting on her weapon.
アドパルリタス。
Yup. Ad paralitas. Nemesis nods expressionlessly at the Unitas, her eyes calm. She was once part of their group, so I guess she's kind of used to it. The Unitas looks at Nemesis, his gaze lingering on the epithelium in her detector for a few seconds.
我らはここへ集い、イモール様より安寧を賜らん。
We gather here so Lady Amore may bring us peace.
異なる形状、遥かなる聖壇へ。
In varied shapes, converging at a distant altar. The Unitas gives Nemesis a nod and returns to his original spot.
あんた、何したの？
What are you both doing?
特殊な銃なのかな。ベプリよくわかんなかった。
Is that a signal for a special performance? Vepley doesn't understand. The dolls stare at Nemesis dubiously. Nemesis only shakes her head. The sound comes again from the distance, and the silver light shining at the top of the spired building gradually fades. The procession resumes its movement.
移動開始。ベプリ、指揮官に連絡を。
Start moving. Vepley, contact the commander. Send 22.
ベプリーにお任せ。
Leave it to Vepley.
ヘレナ、ついてきて。
Helena, follow.
うん。
Okay. Keeping their detectors raised above their heads, the group follows the Unitates towards the building with the inverted pyramid. Yeah. Kind of figured. I'm just like, it's a pyramid. Upside down pyramid. The main entrance of the building is damaged and cannot close properly. The group file in through the door as part of the procession. Behind the door is a small, cramped room. It is very dark inside the room. The procession stops.
やっと動き出したと思ったらまた止まるの？
We finally started moving. So why has it stopped again?
ま まだ一つ扉があるみたい。あ、
There's a door ahead.
ことない
Ah,
マークだ。
it's the symbol we saw.
パラデウスのマークなのよね。
Paraduce's symbol, yeah?
何か
Listen,
声が聞こえませんか？
what's that sound? Muffled voices can be heard in the darkness. They seem to be coming through the door ahead of the group. It sounds like a large number of people repeating something over and over again. They cannot really make out what they are saying through the door. Faint rays of light shine into the dark room as the door slowly opens.
各地警戒よ。
All units, stay alert. The group look on vigilantly. Through the gap of the door, one can see a long and brightly lit corridor. It seems to be quite spacious. There is a large figure in the corridor, but only their silhouette can be seen with the light shining in their direction. The procession starts moving again. As each Unitas passes by the emblem on the door, they put down the transparent containers they have been lifting and kiss the emblem reverently.
私らもやるの。
Do we have to kiss it too?
夜の帳に隠れし気づかれぬ光
Under the cover of night, unnoticed luminance.
あんたと同じ場所に口つけるなんてこっちから願い下げ
You
よ。
think I would kiss the
養
same
生
spot
な
as
物箱
you?
にすら及ばない耳っちいメンタ
I
ル
should
に
be
影
the
響
one
されたく
concerned
な
that
い
your
し。
neural cloud with its tiny storage will affect mine, okay?
位置をずらせばいいんだよ。ペプリーみたいにこうして。
You can stage a fake kiss, just like Vepley. The group walk up to the door. Vepley turns her head slightly, leans in towards the emblem on the door, and quickly backs away.
簡単でしょ？
It's simple. Vepley's stage knowledge actually came in handy. Following Vepley's example, the others get past the door without a hitch and enter the corridor. Unlike the building's ornate outer appearance, the stone walls on the two sides of the corridor are surprisingly crude. Probably due to repeated plundering, all that decorations and sculptures within the building have been destroyed. All that remains are the murals. As the group proceed down the corridor, the muffled voices gradually become clearer, but they stop the moment the group exit the corridor. The corridor leads into a large hall, which is strangely cavernous due to the loss of its interior decorations. Above the hall is an enormous vaulted ceiling, below which stands the looming figure. That thing. It is a towering sculpture.
ペプリー、あれ嫌いかも。
Vepley doesn't really like this.
パラデウスがなんでこんなものを。
How'd Paraduce make something like this? The procession stops once again. A large crowd of Unitates have gathered here. But the hall still feels very spacious because of the impressive ceiling height. The group study their surroundings as well as the hulking sculpture carefully. Calling it a sculpture might not be entirely accurate. Its outer shell is wrought out of battered organ pipes. There is an ornamental object at the top whose crude craftsmanship makes it pretty much unrecognizable.
暗き森林黎明への炎を灯す
Dark forest, lingering the flame towards the dawn. Wow, lighting the flame towards the dawn.
あれがブージャム。そん なまさかそれとも
That's a
あれの
Boojum?
モデルがブージャムって
How is
こ
that
とじゃなくて
possible? You meant that it was based on a Boojum, right? The light shining through the vaulted ceiling illuminates the dust dancing in the air and creates the exterior of the sculpture, lending this grotesque-looking object an air of eerie sanctity. So it's like, it's dead? Or it's fake, right? Right? A robed unitas who looks very familiar to the others is standing not far from the sculpture.
クリフィウムです会長
Uh-oh. It's Criphium, leader.
本当だコルフェンちゃんすごい
Ah, it is. Colphne is amazing.
コルフェ動かないで
Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Colphne, don't move.
お願いです1分だけください最
I
初
just
の
need 1 minute. I'll be
こっ
careful.
そり近づいて
It'll only take 1 minute to do the injection.
絶対にバレない
They
ように
won't
しますか
notice.
周囲に動いている者はいない今行動するのも目立ち
No one's currently moving around us, Colphne. Making a move now will only make us stand out. Groza looks around and pulls her hood down to hide her face.
セカンダリレベルに接続してニータをコントロールすれば
Prepare to connect to level 2 and control Niter.
向こうから来ても
If
らう
we
まで
can't move, then we can make them approach us. This is gonna be something. Cause I knew it. Yeah. Colphne, you know, got a little upset when Criphium was mentioned. Ah, not this messed up level 2 plan again. Leader, we only need to take out Niter, correct? Yes, but the defense level here has noticeably increased. Stay on your guard. All units prepare for combat. Alright, let me make sure of something though. Achieve victory, win within 7 turns, there's no more than 1 unit. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't something that said that you can only defeat Niter. So yeah, whatever. They can do what they want. We can still go full auto. So that's a good plan though. To just kind of hack her and make them start moving. Then Colphne will get her chance. Because remember, she's a medical doll. Because I was wondering what she was going to do. She's not planning on shooting him. She's going to inject him with poison, basically. Oof. She's the only one left. Get her.
会えるのです
I forgot what she does. Neither. Like her abilities, well, she's almost dead, so it's not like it's gonna matter.
走りと女の距離感で身だしなみはバッチリ
Light.
コマンド入力成功隊長の移動を確認13分後に接触予定ネメシス援護コルフェ準備はできてる
Command successfully entered. Target is moving. Estimating the time to contact is 13 minutes. Keep your eyes open, Nemesis. Get ready, Colphne.
とっくにできてます
Wait, 13 minutes? Why is it gonna take 13 minutes? Okay. way ahead of you.
燃ゆる要塞輝きに
A
消
burning
失する
fortress, disappearing in radiance.
隊長、ネメシスが止まれって。
Leader, she's telling us to stop. Even as Karalik speaks, a clear metallic clang can be heard. The sound originates from somewhere above the sculpture, but the source cannot be clearly pinpointed. At the clang, all the surrounding unitates hold up their glass container in their palms, which are overlapped in a cross in front of their chest. Not far away, neither in the unitates she is leading also stop moving towards Grozan and the others. They turn to face the sculpture and assume the same pose as the other unitates. Criphium is at the rear of the line.
嵐を煽りし大いなる右翼遥かなる境界より降臨せ
Great wings fanning the storm, descending from a faraway frontier.
始まるって何が浄化の儀式？
What's starting? The ritual?
ちょっとヘレナ、
No,
何や
hold
ってんの？
on. Helena, what are you doing? As if drawn by an invisible force, Helena starts approaching the sculpture in a daze. Karalik grabs her by her clothes right away. This happened before. Helena's hollow eyes are fixed at a single point directly ahead. Her face is completely blank. She struggles with such force that Karalik is finding it difficult to hold on to her.
こら止まれっての、あんた聞いてんの？
Hey,
ベプリ、
stop!
あいつを連れ
Did
戻
you
す。
hear me? Vepli, stop her.
キャロちゃん、女の子には優しくしなきゃ。
Karalik, you need to be more gentle with girls.
なく
Need to go. The only response to Karalik is another metallic clang. Behind them, the final Unitas groups enter the Great Hall. The door slams shut at the end of the corridor. Starting from the ring of Unitates closest to the sculpture, they lift the glass container in their hands, one after another. The Unitates gradually start chanting, their individual voices compounding into a loud chorus. Helena remains dazed and rooted to the spot. The dolls are also confounded by the eerie sonorous chanting. Interesting. It's like it's hurting them. Karalik, having stowed away her detector, is now desperately covering her ears with her hands.
嘘。なんてうるさいの。まるで1万人も
That's
の
too
ネメシス
damn
が
noisy.
私の耳
It's
元
like
で
there are a
騒いでる
million
みたい。
nemesises mumbling next to my
やめて
ears.
よ。
Can they shut up?
大地の破風弾道せし陣愛よ剣を
Stirring
たらし
dust, firm in the earth's waves.
ちゃんと聞けってこの声を。こんな
Listen
ごちゃごちゃし
closely
た声
to
を
this?
どう聞けっての
How
よ。
the hell am I supposed to understand this gibberish?
なんだかちょっと悲しくなってきた。
Feels almost sad.
みんな嬉しそうなのに。
Everyone seems so happy, but why are they so sad at the same time?
どこがよ。ちっともそうには見えないけど。
That doesn't sound right. How do you know they're sad?
ベプリーにはわかるもん。みんなの感情バロメーター。
Vepli can see it. Everyone's emotional
ここで
value
会った時の
is like Criphium's when we saw him at Saga's. The chant continues. Uh-oh. Oh no. A new Naitos, a different Naitos. As it reaches a climax, the door on the other end of the hall opens, and a girl-like figure dressed in all black slowly strides out. The chant fades out as the girl appears. After a brief moment of silence, the Unitates start cheering enthusiastically.
メイト様
Lady Naito!
おおメイト様だ
It's Lady Naito!
メイト様がおなりだどうか我に救いを
Lady Naito is here. Please save me.
ネイト
Naito? The girl smiles coldly. She bows her head slightly at the Unitates, and they fall silent. With their epitheliums still raised, they make way and gaze upon her ardently as she makes her way towards the sculpture beneath the vaulted ceiling. While the Unitates shift around, Groza and the others take the opportunity to regroup. The Naito stops near the sculpture and hovers lightly in the air, bathing in the light shining through the ceiling. The man of light bestows the gospel. You disappear for, Dag, I disappear for 5 minutes and there's a new cult? Yup. And welcome back, Rigo.
飛んでる反重力装置
She's flying. Is it an anti-gravity device?
氷酸セシ塩無黎明を引き裂く静寂
Dissipating smoke, the silence splitting dawn apart.
空気を読めですって何よそれ
I'm destroying the mood? Come on, Nemesis. Can you even understand what a mood is with that tiny neural cloud of yours?
警戒を維持ベプリ指揮官に
Stay alert.
22
Vepli, contact the commander. Send 22.
送信完了ベプリみんなの声が聞こえたよ
Dunzo. Vepli hears everyone's voice. Is that black-haired girl a Naito?
おそらく
Yes, should be.
我らは長い長い道を抜ける小石は暗闇に悠々
We have
た
walked
る
through
美
long
貌を
passages
放
as our crystals shone dimly
つ
in
共
the
存
dark.
せし歳月
Our days together,
苦音
ancient
かつ
and
上
long.
慢
The Naito's voice resounds through the cavernous great hall. The epitheliums in the Unitate's transparent containers slowly begin to bloom and emit a faint glow, forming a sea of flickering starlight in the great hall. Flowers, light, a girl. A seemingly harmless scene of peace.
我らは希望を胸に苦痛より埋せ
With
し
hope in our hearts, we come from a place of pain.
どうか
Lady
我らの
Amore,
観光
please hear our call, guide our path forward, and deliver us from suffering by your mercy and grace.
我らをあまねくすべての苦痛より遠ざけたまえ純潔なる信奉者よ忠実なる犠牲
Believers
者
pure of heart,
我に
martyrs of
追随
true
せよ
intent, please
忍
follow
耐
me
をもっ
as
て
we break
混迷を退き
per-
共に安寧への道を行か
perturbation, yes, there we go, with patience and walk on the path to peace. On his path.
我に追随せよ栄光と希望は
Please follow
我
me,
らの献身
For
によ
honor
って
and hope
権
shall be
限され
born
よ
of our offerings.
主は暗闇に微光を灯し果実に
He
特
lights
別
the
せし
candles in the
憤怒を
darkness,
たかれん
igniting the anger
去る者は
and
去り
waving farewell to
残
past
され
days.
し星々は
Those
既婚
departed
者の
shall
祝福
embark.
を呼び起こさ
Then the remnant stars summoning the blessings of the Exalted One.
聞け最後の鐘は鳴った
Listen, for the bell
微
rings.
光は希望を
The light
消す
beckons. The day
回
of
帰の
Advent
時
is
は
here.
訪れた
show us the way. The unitates, with their containers lifted high, start moving. They keep circling the sculpture slowly. The balls of light flow like a river of stars.
あのネイトさっきから何言ってんの？
I have no idea what that
こいつ
Naito
ら
is
なん
saying.
で動き出してんのよ。どう
These
する
people are
の？
moving
こいつらに
again.
ついてく？
What do we do? Follow them?
外側へ退避しましょう。内側は移動速度が速い。
Back off to the outermost circle. The inner circle is moving quickly, and without knowing the route and purpose, it will be easier for our cover to be blown.
みんなでお花になってるみたい。
They're making a flower. Vepley points at the epitheliums held up by the unitates, and then at the floor. As the unitates shuffle along, seemingly random dark-colored patches appear on the floor.
大人数でのフォーメーションチェンジは難しいけど、床の
It's hard to change the formation with many people, but it'll be simple if every team just moves according to the markings on the ground. Look, leader, the inner circle has stopped. Doesn't the formation look like the petals we are holding?
お花の花びらに似てると思わない？
Once again, Vepley's idle brain comes in handy.
そうね。
Hmm.
移動開始。
Start moving. Because she recognizes patterns and stuff, I guess, easier. She's always dancing in songs and stuff. Grose's group copy the unitate's movements and slowly circle around the sculpture.
本当に花だったとはね。
It really is a
普段は
flower.
ちょこちょい
Huh.
やってしてな
With
か
how
なかやるじゃ
dorky
ん
you are
ね
normally, I never thought that you'd be this useful when it came down to it, Vepley. Yeah.
アイドルを侮らないでよね。ベップリー
Don't doubt an idol's discipline. Vepley, super serious mode.
イモール様の庇護に我らは消え
I want this one.
無秩序の
I
歓
want
喜
this Naito.
我らを遠ざけることかなわぬ。見よ、帰るべき場所は降臨せん。
We were jubilant under Lady Amore's protection, and the cries of chaos will not divide us. Behold, for the place of belonging descends. The hovering Naito, her fingers still interlaced in the cross, stops her proclamation. The metallic clanging stops, and the unitates come to a halt at the same time.
コルフェ、痛い。嬉しい。
Colphne, hurts. It hurts.
ヘレナちゃん。
More like idle brain. Oh no. Helena? Colphne pulls her gaze away from Criphium and glances at Helena.
どこが苦しいんですか？
Where does it hurt?
たくさん痛い。
Oh, hurts. What?
どこが
Where? Helena cradles her own head. Colphne pulls Helena's hands away and feels her forehead. He leans in closer and studies the girl's pupils and lip color.
見たところは問題なさそうですね。
I can't see anything
鎮
on the
静作用の
surface.
湿布です。
This balm has sedative ingredients that's cool to the touch.
頭が痛いなら
This should provide relief if your head hurts. I'll take a better look when we
詳
get
しく
back
検
later.
査してあげますからね。
ふん、軌道基地に戻る気はあるんだ。
Leaving already?
違う。私が言いたいのは
N-
軌道基地の
no.
設備
What
が
I
整
mean
っ
is
てる
that
か
the
ら。
MBV has better equipment.
まだ任務中よ。
We're still on a mission. Groza taps Colphne on the shoulder and nods at the others. Following the unitate's example, they stand in a semicircle and watch their surroundings.
帰るべき道は断たれ、扉はまさに閉ざされんとす。純潔なる信奉者よ。
The way back
忠
is
実
sealed,
なる犠牲者
and
よ
the gate is closing.
我と共に
Believers pure of
正常
heart,
なる神田を
martyrs of true
捧げ
intent, Please follow me as we offer pure cavitas. The Naito slowly scans her surroundings, as if to find a specific position. A few seconds later, she turns. The Naito makes the cross sign with her fingers again in the direction she has chosen. The Unitates turn with her and raise their hands again.
カビタを捧げたまえ。さすれば普通は過ぎ去りて。
Please
希
offer
望の美
cavitas.
構造。
Suffering shall
再び
become
燃
a
え
thing
上
of
が
the
らん。
past, the light of hope blazing once more.
イモール様、帰りし道に
Lady Immortal,
我らを待ちたまえ。
please wait upon the
我
returning
らを
path
導く
and
鐘を
ring
鳴
the
ら
guiding
した
bell
ま
for
え。
us, for we shall come together
輝き
once
のも
more
とへ
under
再
the
起
light.
せん。
The Naito bows slightly.
アドパルリタス。
The Unitates bow in turn, their arms raised. The epitheliums in full bloom glow with their containers, within their containers. Ooh, another cutscene. She's choosing.
浄化されし者は
The
選ば
one
れ
to be purified has been selected. Let me guess, that's Criphium, isn't it? So when did we get to roll for the bad guys? I don't know. But hopefully soon. Okay. So purification isn't just death.
治ったの。
Interesting. He recovered?
何この舞台効果
Is that a special stage effect?
次のパフォーマンスで
Incredible.
レプリンも試してみよう
Next performance, Pepley wants to try too.
散逸せし攻防再び集結す
Dispersed light, gathering again.
個体によって異なるどういうことよ人によっては
Some
末期の
people
エ
are
リートも
that
治
different?
せるってこと
Huh? Can someone be cured of late stage ELID?
ありえません
Impossible.
まだパフォーマンスの途中
The performance is still on. The audience should be quiet. Colphne looks down and composes herself. She looks intently in Criphium's direction. I guess that wasn't Criphium then. Late stage Ligma. Oh no.
ネメシスさんの推測は間違ってますエリットは中期段階に至らなければ
Nemesis's prediction is incorrect. If the collapsed particles inside the patient are removed with an anti-ELID vaccine and they receive additional medical care before the onset of mid-stage ELID, they can be
内臓
cured,
のほとんどが病変し
but
てしまう
not
ので
late-stage
手の
ELID.
施しようがあ
By
りません
then, all the patient's organs will have developed issues, and death is only a matter of time. So, that means either this is all fake, or it's just something else altogether.
現在の医学レベルでは末期のエリット患者を治すことは不可能です
There is no method to treat someone with late-stage ELID using current medicine, much less in a matter of minutes. This isn't related in any way to their personal constitution either.
聞こえたネメシス外れだってさ
Hear that, Nemesis? It seems you guessed wrong. Not far away, the Naito crosses her fingers, her eyes calm and serene.
浄化されし者に祝福を
Blessings upon the one who was purified. Her inorganic voice echoes around the Great Hall. The Unitas, now back to normal, looks around in confusion and returns to his original positions sluggishly. A cheer erupts amongst the Unitates around him as they huddle towards him eagerly. Some Unitates with growths of collapsed crystals on their bodies even burst into joyous tears. The crowd is staring to get the crowd is starting to get disorderly. Amidst the commotion, the Naito shifts her gaze again, and the Unitates fall silent immediately. And why only one person? If you can just use that power to actually, like, cure people. Unless he was in on it and wasn't really sick. That's another possibility. She raises her arms once more.
Colphne.
She totally knows you're there, by the way. Oh, I'm sure she does. Yeah. I mean, I think we may have tricked the crowd, but probably not. Yeah, not her. The epithelium in Crifium's hands emits a soft but brilliant glow. Oh no, she is doing more than one person. The one to be purified has been chosen. Colphne's pupils contract the moment she strides forward. Groza pulls her back. Don't, Colphne. If I don't, that bastard's going to be cured. I couldn't even find Phineas. Why should he? Why should he? Anfia, that's her name. Isn't it better to waste him after he's cured? I mean, technically, Karalik isn't wrong. Wow. Crocea, I'm just gonna Crocea, is saying something cool. Of course. Just wait, Colphne. This Crifium guy's nothing. I could easily kill him 10 times over. Crifium walks down the aisle created by the Unitates towards the sculpture rapturously. Colphne makes no response. Everyone's attention is on Colphne, so none of the dolls notice that the defense spheres hidden under Helena's robe have started hovering. Oh no. No. Oh, nice. Another cutscene. Bid farewell to the purified one. Faces of sorrow, guide us to the brink of suffering. Wait. O lost Kavitas, reveal thyself in shrouded mystery. Far from the place of return, the light fades. Chant the memories of ages past, the light shall return. We failed? The departed shall be with us once more. He's coming towards us. Perfect. The purified one has been chosen. Prepare to engage. Colphne, fall back. Nemesis, retreat. Vepley, take point. Hold him off. Ah. The ritual. The experiment. No. Please. Please. Karalik, restrain Helena. All other combatants prepare for battle. Damn. This is actually just a normal battle, though? Okay. Out of hand. What's up, dragon? Look what you did. Nuh-uh. You ruined their cult family. Oh, I didn't even think of it that way. Damn. All units neutralize the enemies quickly. Karalik needs support. Okay, achieve victory, win within 7 turns. Alright. They can do that. So, yeah, what the heck? So he just transformed. I can't tell if she was actually going to cure him or kill him this time. Because she had to have seen him transform as well, too. I'm talking about Naitos. But that was Crifium. Well, technically he's still alive, just transformed, but yeah. Karalik knocks Helen out and throws her over her shoulder to stop her from making mindless attacks. Helena's 3 spheres drift listlessly around Karalik now that their master is unconscious. Karalik smacks her lightly on the face. Hey, you alright, Helena? Carol-chan's being rough again. Beverly saw that. You hit Helena upside the head with a bang, and it just hurt to listen to. I told you to be more gentle with girls. Did you not see her indiscriminate attacks? Why would we be under attack if we would not be under attack if it weren't for her? Knocking her out is the fastest way to solve the problem. Can't you see? And I told you to stop calling me that, didn't I? But I just called you Carol-chan and you said something cool and you accepted without objection. This is true. Stop changing the topic, will you? Vepli, send 49. All units, retreat in 16 minutes. Oh yeah, she's still back there floating, and Crifium's still transformed in there in the middle. About a dozen meters away, Colphne calmly switches to a new magazine. She stoops to dodge and Unitas's attack, then uses her momentum and delivers a kick to another Unitas. She looks directly ahead, her eyes ablazing. Crifium is half collapsed on the floor not far away, unable to make a sound. That doesn't look like he's collapsed to me. 3. Nemesis, cover Colphne. Complete silence, swimming amidst the vast seas. Nemesis uses the opening created by Vepli and takes aim at the Unitas near Colphne. A gunshot rings out right next to Colphne. She glances in that direction. 2. The Unitas next to her falls backward. Colphne frees his crossbow from his hands and aims at another Unitas directly in front of her. 1. The shot Unitas collapses. Colphne locks eyes with Crifium. Nobody now stands between them. Oh, so that wasn't him. Or was it? She runs up to him and presses her barrel against his head. "11th Medical and Chemical Regiment, 3rd Medical Team. Why did you attack them? Tell me." He's just making sounds, in case you can't hear it with all the other gunshots going on. Blessings upon the one who is purified. The Naito raises an arm. She is pointing at the Unitas amidst the cluster of light who looks a lot shorter than the others. Groza stares at the cluster of light and feels an unsettling sense of familiarity. That's... A short distance away, Colphne is holding Cripium by the collar. Don't play dumb with me. You Viagers weren't even active in that area. Why'd you attack them? Why did you kill them? Why did you kill Anfia? Answer me. Tell me. We shall move as one. Punishment descends, so that we may escape evils. The cluster of light fades. The short Unitas turns towards Gross's group at the Naitos's order. Under the hood is a very familiar face. Oh. What the heck? Okay. Sextons is here now, all of a sudden. I was just listening to Colphne rage out. You're laughing. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'm going to kill you. Colphne, retreat. I'll kill you. Cutscene? No. Reporting. That echo. Wait, the Sextons have a freaking... What is that? That's not a rocket launcher. That's like a railgun or something. Helena is safe for now. Nemesis, cover Colphne's retreat. Redundant swarm of ants dissipating. Let's see. Victory, 6 turns. Okay. And no one died. Sextons, but with a question mark. So that might not be the real Sextons. Huh. Actually, can I? I'm gonna like take a look at her, at this version of her. Cause yeah, no, she looks completely different. Getting that Sextons upgrade. Anyway. Hold on. I'm curious. I wanna know what she can do. Mathematics. Okay, corrosion, hanging peace mark. Does she have the same? No. Her stuff is different. AoE burn damage. 3x3 area, leaving behind lava for 2 turns. Global expansion. Deals 120% of attack as targeted physical damage to all enemy targets and applies a 1 stack of hanging peace mark. Or increase the damage taken from Sextons by 15%. Increase stability damage by 1 point. Maximum of 9 stacks. This debuff cannot be cleansed. We have to kill her. Double strike. Randomly select 2 allied units. Excluding self, apply 1 stack mark of moves. Oh, they can just move around more, right? Let's see. Yeah, when the unit moves ends its turn, gain 1 additional stack of moves. Can be stacked up to a maximum of 9 stacks and cannot be damn. Okay. That sounds badass. Solo Warrior selects 1 enemy target within 5 tiles and applies end game for 2 turns. At the end of this unit's turn, if it is currently in a stability break state, receive fixed damage equal to 35% of max HP. This debuff cannot be cleansed. Wow. This Sextons is pretty busted. Okay. We just have to be more busted. I mean, she probably won't get to do too much though. Again, we're at max level. Yeah, she's gonna die. Oh, I don't think you actually had to beat her. You just had to get her HP down to a certain point. Using the brief window between attacks, Karalik dashes towards the corridor while carrying Helena. Helena's slipping again, Carol-chan. Vepley reaches out to keep Helena up. If you don't properly take care of others, people aren't going to like you as an idol. Fine, fine. I give up so long as you shut up. Leader, isn't that Sextons? Why is she here? Not sure. We're retreating first. Vepley, is the drone here? Not yet. Ah, a message from the MBV. The drone. It's right outside. Colphne, open the door. We're leaving. The group runs down the corridor and reaches the main entrance. A ray of light shines through the half-open door. I killed him. I took revenge. Sis, I did it. So that was, oh, so that was her sister. Nemesis goes around Colphne and opens the door. Nemesis, I'll leave Colphne to you. The fallen leaves gather. After repelling the Unitates in pursuit, the group exits the spiral building through the main entrance. So we're not completely out yet. Leader, Helena won't wake up. Should I place her down to support you? No need for now. Keep an eye on Helena. Groza, the drone is expected to arrive at the exit in 15 minutes. Copy. We'll head to the target area before the drones arrive and eliminate as many enemies as possible. Or all of them. Evacuate everyone. Achieve victory within 6 turns. Eliminate 1 U-15 core within 4 turns. U-15 core. Oh, it's just one of the, yeah, whatever. He's gonna die. Reason for death got in my way. So I'm wondering how this is going to end and how it's going to tie into the current situation in the event story. Like where the last event story left off.
私が終わらせる。それが守る。
あいつの射撃
Because clearly
ごめんね
we're getting out of here alive.
ごめんね
She's almost out. Oh. They have such high movement. They're just like, bye.
身だしなみはとバッチリ
Simple enough.
次のパフォーマンスはいつベプリーいつでもスタ
And now, oh, we're almost there. Coaxial. Aboard the drone. The dolls, who are all damaged to various extents, have carried out provisional repairs on themselves. Karolka has placed Helena, who is still unconscious, on the floor. Colphne is sitting away from the cabin door, hugging her legs.
各自損傷報告を。
All units, damage report.
脚部の油圧シリンダに損傷素体左側主関節
Leg hydraulics damage. Left joint dynamic module ineffective. Backup locomotion equipment active. Vepley can't fight anymore for now. Vepley can perform even when sitting down.
パフォーマンスな
Ta-da!
ら座っててもできるよタラーン
Vepley makes a complex gesture with a hand.
ワンハンドダンス超すごくない
One arm dancing. Isn't it super cool?
髪も服もポロポロ
Ah, wait. Vepley's hair and clothes are messed up. Please look away from Vepley for a bit.
落ち着きなさい。予備の装置まで壊れた
Stop squirming
ら
around.
メイリーは徹夜よ。
If the backup breaks, Mei Ling is going to
こっ
have
ち
a
の素
long
体
night
損傷
ahead
率
for
は
her.
50%
Leader,
以上。
my frame damage
行
is
動
above
は可能だけど
50%.
距
I
離セ
can
ンサー
move,
がやられてる。
but my depth
視覚
perception
モ
is
ジュールだけ
busted.
で相対位
It's
置を
hard
把
to
握する
tell
の
where
は
things are with
さすがに
only
厳しい
visual
わ
modules. I was gonna say, use your ears.
木漏れ日のもと本流を終始せしかせ。
Beneath the canopy, rivers ceasing motion.
ネメシスは素体損傷率 19%。
Nemesis's damage is at 19%. Ammo expenditure is at 87%.
後ろで隠れてるってのも悪くないわね、
Yo,
ネメシス。
Nemesis.
メイリンの仕事が
It
減
sure
った
is
わよ。
nice to just sit in the back, isn't it? You've even saved Mei Ling some work, huh?
燃える炎、古き横木より落ちれり。
Burning flames, falling from ancient beams.
あ、そう。なら試してみれば。今ここで返り討ちにしてやるわ。
Oh, you want to fucking go?
コルフェン、状況は？
Always fighting. Colphne, what about you?
大丈夫です
I'm alright. Colphne sits with her back against the cabin wall, hugging her legs and hanging her head. Colphne is not okay. The drone shudders, jolting Helena's body, making her hair fan out to Vepley. Vepley reaches out to tidy Helena's hair.
あの金髪の女の子みんなの知り合いなのキャロちゃんが名前
Have you guys met that gold-haired lass before?
セクス
Vepley heard Crocia say her name. Sextons. What a nice name. Oh, Vepley. Well, actually, yeah, this is Vepley's first time encountering Sextons, though. She wasn't with us before. That makes sense.
過去に遭遇したわ。でもさっきの戦闘ではかなり弱体化しているように感じた。
Yes, but she was much weaker in the earlier fight.
それ私も思った。最初からあの程度だったらあんなことには。
I think so as well.
てか
If she was
あいつ
this weak before, we
なんで
wouldn't
追
have
いか
had
けてこ
to.
ないのよ。
Why isn't she chasing us?
何か異常が？
What is it?
ううん
It's nothing. Well, not really. It's Helena. Carol-chan is being too rough. Vepley has finished straightening out Helena's tousled hair. Without the tangles in the way, the large bump on the back of Helena's head is now clearly visible. Helena's gonna be in pain when she wakes up. Yeah, Carol is just beating people over the head. That's what she does. Nemesis took this as an opportunity to talk junk. Young tracks, hiding blades. I told you that was the only choice. What's with that look? Fine, I'll apologize when she wakes up. Are you happy? No, don't. Please. You're awake. Helena, Vepley made you a super cute hairstyle. After feeling around with her hands, Helena opens her eyes and sits up with Vepley's help. Listen, Helena. Hey, what are you doing? Helena looks towards the person speaking to her, then jumps right up to her feet and charges angrily towards Caroline. The three spheres drifting behind her all have their muzzles trained on Caroline. Uh-oh. Don't come. Said don't come. Leave. Please, leave. Please. Helena collapses abruptly into Caroline's arms, revealing Colphne behind her. Colphne waves the syringe she is holding. Yo. It's a sedative. Just drugged her up. I'll give her a checkup when we get back. It's better for Helena to not move too much right now. Oh. Phew. Yeah. Colphne takes the syringe apart carefully and puts it away into her pouch. Mei-ling just sent us a message. We are landing soon. Landing successful. Mei-ling, start the vector engines. We're leaving. You got it. Vector engines are fired up, and speed is set to 70 kilometers per hour. The cabin door opens. The group alight from the aircraft and head towards me. Nemesis is carrying Helena on her back. Let's go to the refitting room. Groza and the rest look. Groza and the rest look. Groza, how did everyone take so much damage? Mei-ling, get ready in the refitting room immediately. Groza, Caroline, and Vepley head to the refitting room. What's with Helena? She looks completely fine on the surface, but her actual situation is unclear. I've hit her with a sedative. She'll need to rest before getting a full diagnosis. Colphne, take her to the dormitory. Give her a checkup when you can. Nemesis, can you take her to the dorm in my stead? I want to have a talk with you, Commander. Just the two of us. All right. Nemesis, take Helena there and be on standby in the ops room. Make sure to keep an eye on how the MBV is running. Change shifts when Groza, Caroline, and Vepley are done with Prioritize maintenance on Groza first. Then Groza switches shifts with Nemesis. Wait for me in the ops room.
分かったわ。
Yes. I give Colphne an inspection while she gazes at me.
組対に大きな損傷はなさそうだな。
Your body seems mostly fine.
コルフェンのメンテナンスは最後
Colphne,
だ。
you'll go last for
May.
repairs.
例の荷物を
Put the
中
cargo
枢エリアへ
in
運
the
んで
central
くれな
hub.
いか。
もう中枢エリアに置いてあります。指揮官、整理
Already
に
did.
行きました。
I'm at the refitting room, Commander.
わかった。
Alright.
コルフェン、中枢エリアへ。
Colphne, let's go to the central hub.
デッドラインさえ超えなければ、メンバーたちの行動に決して口を挟まない。
As long as no lines are crossed, I avoid intruding on the actions of anyone on the MBV. That's the principle I've kept to all these years.
私、
I,
独自に潜入作戦を執行し、
during the infiltration operation, I caused losses to everyone by
私
eliminating
が責任を
Cripium.
取ります。
I will take responsibility.
責任を取るか。
Take
どう取るつ
responsibility.
もりなんだ？言ってみてくれ。
Do tell. How do you plan to do that?
私、
I,
私の素体もメンタルもあなたに差し上げます。
my frame and
デリ
neural
ート
cloud
しよ
are
うとリセット
yours.
しようと構いま
If
せ
you
ん。
want to delete or reset it, it doesn't matter.
その代わり、
The only condition is that I
私に
exact
復
my
讐させて
revenge.
ください。
Cripium is the
クリフ
only
ィウム
beginning.
は始まりに
Is
過ぎ
only
ま
the
せん。
beginning. I will hunt down everyone who hurt the 3rd medical team of the 11th Medical
第
and
三医
Chemical
療班を襲
Regiment.
った連中を私は誰一人として許すつもりはありません。
Now Colphin's going on a killing spree.
君の素体とメンタルが大事なのは君だけだ。それを私にどうす
Your
る？
frame and neural cloud are
ど
only
う
of
計
use
算
to
しても
you.
君
What
に
am I
与
going to
え
do
る
with
補
them?
給やメンテナンス費
In
用は
terms
釣
of
り合わ
money,
ない。
that's nothing compared to how much you provided in terms of supplies and maintenance.
それなら、私、
Then I can still.
私は戦えます。
I can still fight.
指揮官が、隊長が命令
If
す
you
れ
or
ば
a leader gives the
私は
order,
戦
I
えま
can
す。
fight.
給
I
料な
don't
んてい
need a
りません。
wage, and I'll be
今の
careful with
素
the
体を
frame I have
大
right
事に
now.
使います。
I just hope that you can give me
私
basic
に
support
最
and
低限の
maintenance
修
and
理と
supplies.
物資補給を提
If
供
I
して
can
はいた
still
だけませ
fight,
んか。
I will.
この体が動く限り、私は戦いますから。あなたのご命令とあらば、
I will do everything in my
Nanda
power to
tinasitoge te
complete your
misemasu.
orders.
君の射撃管制コアとスティグマを結んだ銃ではやれることは
Considering
非
your
常に
current
限ら
fire
れている。
control core and imprinted firearm,
例えば、
what you can do is limited.
君に高難易度の任務を
Let me
任せるとなると、
If I sent you on a
他の
mission
人
of
間
higher
を同行させなく
difficulty,
てはならない。
I need to
So
send more dolls with you. By that calculation, the cost will increase again.
私、
I,
改造する必要があるなら、もし改造して
if
もらえるなら、
modifications are needed
メンタルに
and you can provide
今あ
them,
る記録が入る
I
だ
have
け
no
の
complaints as long as you can leave enough space to save my current neural
何も
records.
異論はありません。
Colphne shudders. Well, you heard it here. It's like 5-star Colphne. She looks at me as she forcefully widens her eyes. The identification code displayed on her pupil is clearly visible. I give her a long look.
まあいいさ。ちょうど君たちが戻ってくる前に、ポルトニッツァから荷物が
Whatever.
届いたんだ。
Forget it. Polonitsa delivered something not long before you returned.
確かこの辺に
Should be right over here.
物資箱の番号は、
Manifest ID.
なんだこれだ。
It's this one. Is Colphne giving an immediate upgrade?
随分と重いな。ほら、開けてみて。
It's a bit heavy. Here, have a look. Colphne pauses for a second. Then she holds out a hand uncertainly and takes the metal box I'm offering.
情報や手がかりが少なくて苦労したよ。
It was hard to get
しかも
intel
ポル
on
ドニ
this.
ッツが見つけた時には
Polonitsa said
ひ
it
ど
was
いあ
pretty
りさまだ
banged up when she found it. She tried fixing it up, and it shouldn't be too different from the
大体
original
は復
thing.
元できているはずだが。
She opens the box. It contains a set of clothes. Colphne stares at it, utterly dumbfounded. I'm wondering if these belonged, like, to her original team. Either it's from the original team, you know, or she just managed to get an outfit. The set of clothes are very similar in color to what Colphne is currently wearing. Under the layers of fabric is an intricate mechanical arm. She reaches out cautiously to touch it, but retracts her hand quickly, just as she is about to make contact. Her hand freezes in midair.
参照物がない中、技巧や造形、色調をポルドニッツが可能な限り
Polonitsa
元
said
の
she
まま
did
にしてくれ
everything
た
she
そうだ。
could, but there were no
まあ
references
こ
for a
の
lot
お
of
かげで
repairs she had to
か
do.
なり時間と出
She
費が
tried to
かさん
keep
だ
it
わ
as
けだが
close to the original as possible in terms of workmanship, design, and color.
ここぞとばかり
Apparently,
に
she
オーラ
spent a
スピー
fair
スを
bit
せ
of
びって
time
きた
and
よ。
budget. That Harpagon, trying to wring every collapsed piece out of me. Money.
違う。
No. After much hesitation, Colphne finally puts her hand on the piece of clothing. The fabric feels soft and cold. Her fingers slowly caress the sleeves and front panel.
こことここ。多分
Here and here, there should be blood. Her blood. She held my
彼
hand
女の血です。
and shoved me into the Jeep. I grabbed her hand. I
私の手を握って
didn't want to let go.
私を軍用車に押し込んだんです。私彼女の手を掴んでました。私話したくなかった。
So these must have actually belonged to Anfia.
でも話すしかなかった。
But I couldn't do anything.
今なんてどこか変だったか。とりあえず着てみたらどうだ。
What was that?
違和感を感じるところを
Does
リ
it
スト
feel
アッ
wrong
プしてくれれ
somewhere?
ば、ポルトニッツ
Why
に
not
何と
try it
かし
on?
てもらうよ。
Give me a list of what feels off, and I'll run it back to Polonitsa. Colphne looks up at me abruptly. Her hands go limp, and the box tumbles out of her grip. She thrusts her arms out immediately to catch it, but she loses her balance and ends up falling onto her knees with the box carefully cradled in her arms. Startled, I reach out right away to make sure she does not drop the box and to pull her back up.
どうしたんだ。やはり素体に損傷が。
What is it?
バランサー
Is
の
your
問
frame
題か。
damaged? Has your balance equalization been thrown off?
いえ違うんです。
No,
大丈夫です。
it's nothing. I'm fine. Yeah, she's just a bit emotional right now. Still on her knees, Colphne hugs the box close to her chest in a daze. I tried to drag her back to her feet, but to no avail.
ヘレナが君にプレゼントをしたいと言っていてね。よくよく考えてみたら、
Helena wanted to give you a gift, so I thought
メイ
about
リ
it.
ンに改造させる他に、
Other than
何
getting
も
Mei
して
Ling to
あげ
make
ら
a
れ
few
ていなかった。
modifications, I haven't done much for
ヘ
you.
レナのことでも、
You've helped
君
me a
に
lot
はい
with
ろいろと
Helena,
助けられている。
but I had no idea what you would
た
want.
だ、君が何を欲しがっているのかわからなかった。君が第11両語科学防護隊第3医療
Seeing how much you value your experiences at the 11th, I asked Polynesius
医
to
療
look
班
for
の
the
回復を
outfit you
探
wore
すよ
back
う
then.
ポルトニッツァに頼んだんだ
She guaranteed me that this was the one with her broker's reputation on the line.
これがそうだと
I
保
hope you
証して
like
くれ
it.
た。気に入ってもらえるといいんだが。
Okay, so that's the outfit of the 11th that she was part of. Or maybe it is actually her original outfit.
まあなんだ、デッドラインを持ち出したのは要するに
And
私の怠
about
慢だってこと
that
が言い
thing
た
I
かった。
mentioned before.
たまには
I want to say that I've been negligent and that I should actively take care of those under my command more.
なんと言えばいいのか。
How do I put this?
そのだな。
Give me a moment. Colphne,
私もこういうのは苦手なんだ。
I'm not
と
good
に
at
か
this
くあれ
either.
だ。クルフェン。
In any case,
人形
Colphne,
のメンタルには
in your
楽しい
neural
ことや
records,
嫌なことが記録
there's
さ
the
れてるわけ
good
だが
and the bad.
往々にして
The bad
嫌な
parts
記憶
always
の
hang
方
in your
が
mind more
強
than the
く
good
刻まれて
ones.
しまうものだ。だが嫌な記憶というのも一概にマイナスとい
But the
うわけ
memory
で
of
はない
those。things alone is not bad
この世界で
in
生き延び
and
るた
of
めに
itself.
必要な情報でも
I'll
ある。
let you live better in this world,
楽しい記憶
but
だけ
only
でも
remembering
嫌
the
な
good
記
or
憶
the
だけ
bad
でも
won't
ダメ
do.
なんだ。メンタル
Everything
に
you
記録
remember
された
needs
全
to
ての
become
物
the
事を
force driving you
生
forward.
きる原動力に変えなくてはならない。コルフェン、君には2本の足がある。
Colphne,
前
you
へ
have two
進むとき
legs.
はその2
When you
本
need
と
to
も
walk
使うわけだ
forward,
ろ。
you need to use both,
左
right?
足だけじゃ、あるいは
If you only use the
右
left
足
or
だ
the
けじゃ
right,
前へ
could you
は
still
進め
walk?
ないよな。
These words might also be meant for myself. I pat Colphne on the shoulder and help her straighten her rumpled collar.
何か考えや要望があれば、自分の気持ちを明確にしてからはっき
Thoughts,
り言っていいんだ。
needs. You can speak honestly about them after you're
私
sure
に
about
直
what
接
you want.
尋ねればいい。
If you want to know
必要があれ
about my
ば
past,
私から
you
君
can
に
just
伝
ask
え
me.
る。
If it's something you need to
もちろ
know,
ん、
I'll
機動
tell
基
you of
地
my
のメ
own
ンバーに
volition.
も君
This
にも
goes for
そうあって
everyone
ほ
else
しいん
here
だ。
too.
なぜ復讐するのか、なぜ復讐しな
Why
く
do you have
て
to
は
take
ならないの
revenge?
か。
Why must you?
君が教えて
I
くれ
wouldn't
なけ
know
れ
if you
ば
don't tell me.
私
And
には
how
わ
am
から
I
ない。
supposed to help you?
それ
Colphne,
でど
you
うやっ
need
て
to put a
君
bit
を
more
助けるか。
trust in your commander.
コルフェン、君の指揮官をもっと信用してくれないか。
I try to pull her up again, but she still won't move. I chuckle helplessly.
私がそんなに信用ならないか。
Am I really that unworthy of trust?
指揮官、
Commander,
名前はアンフィア。アンフィア・シャラポワ。
her name was
中央陸軍
Anfia.
EFR 第
Anfia
11養護科
Sharpova,
学防護隊
the team leader of the Central Army
Yohan
Emergency
Hanjo.
First Response, 11th Medical and
Desu.
Chemical Regiment, 3rd Medical Team.
私に
She's my older
コ
sister,
ルフェンと名付けてくれ
the
た
one
人
who
です
gave me the name Colphne.
2073年10月22日
The 22nd October
あの
2073
日を境に
was the last time I saw her.
彼女と二度と会うことはありま
I
せんで
thought
し
she was just missing. And if I really tried,
た
I could
失踪したの
find
と
and save
して
her.
いました
But hope just kept dwindling,
頑張って探せば
dwindling.
きっと見つかる
What do I do?
助けられると思っていました
What do I do?
でも希望は
What
小
do I
さくな
do?
っていくばかり私はどうすればどうすれば私はどうすれば
Yeah, that must have been terrible for her.
私はただの人形ただの人形でしかないんですあらゆ
I'm
る手
just a
段を
doll.
使って
Just a
彼女の
doll.
敵を撃つ以外に
Other than doing everything I can and taking every chance I can
私
to
に何
avenge
が
her.
できるって言うんですか
What else can I do?
私に何ができるの
What else can I
どう
do?
したらいいの
What can I do? What should I do?
私に教えてくださ
Can you tell me, Commander?
い。期間
Looking at Colphne, I can almost see my past self. I hesitate for a moment, then I pat her again and kneel down with her. Oh no, we got another commonplace anime waifu breakdown. Poor Colphne. She's dealing with a lot. I don't know either.
人形だって泣いたり笑ったりする。
Dolls cry and
君
laugh.
たちは
All
それ
of
ぞ
you
れ
are
が
different
心を
people
持った
to me.
人だ。
If you believe she's still
彼
alive,
女が生きていると信
then
じ
go
るな
look
ら
for her.
探しに行こう。
if not,
彼
then
女
seek
がこの世に
revenge.
いないと思うなら
to make a
復讐すればいい。
choice instead of running away.
君が選ぶんだ。決して逃げちゃいけない。
Interesting. So we learned a bit more just now. She said that's the last time I saw her. So technically, she never saw a body or anything, though. According to what she just told us, it seems. Or was that... Were we just saying that, that was all... What's the word I'm looking for? In hindsight, like, she did actually confirm that she's dead. That's why she got revenge on Crifium and not still looking for her.
君は人として私なんかよりもずっと勇敢だよ。
As a person, you're braver than I am.
コルフェン、君がどうするべきか
Colphne, as for what to
私に
do,
は答えられない。
there's nothing I can say.
すまない。私には答えられないんだ。
I'm sorry, but I can't provide you with an answer.
謝るのは私の方です。
I should be the one saying sorry. Colphne grips the metal box carefully with one hand and returns my hug with her free arm. Her hand is shaking. I can clearly sense it on my back through my coat.
ごめんなさい。たくさん迷惑かけてごめんなさい。ありがとうございます。
Sorry for causing so much trouble. Thank you for modifying my frame and providing maintenance for me. I didn't want to leave without saying
みん
anything,
なにさよならしたか
but
っ
when
た。
I chose to leave, I thought that I shouldn't keep a neural backup on the MBV. And then I came
未
back.
練を残しておきたくなかった。でも私、結局戻ってきちゃいました。
Supernatural became common. Oh, wait. When supernatural battles became commonplace. I know what series you're talking about. That's a great series. I want a season 2.
ごめんなさい。ありがとう。さようなら。
Sorry.
た
Thanks.
だいま。
Goodbye.
どれも
I'm back. I should be the one saying these things, Commander.
指揮官。
やっぱり私なんかよりずっと勇敢だ。
Of
コルフ
course.
ェンは
You're braver than I am, Colphne. Colphne hugs me again. Then she dries her eyes, puts the box aside, and pulls herself up to her feet. She bows solemnly to me.
身勝手な出本をお許しいただきありがとうございます。コルフェン、
Thank you for allowing me
ただ
to
いま戻り
return.
ました。
I'm back.
手伝えることがありましたら
If there's anything you
おっ
need,
しゃってください。
please tell me, Commander.
そうだな。
Hmm.
やっぱり
Let's see.
君はいつも通り
Just act like
一番
usual.
だ。
If you have anything you
何か
need,
要望があ
just
る
tell
な
me,
ら
and I'll let you know if anything comes up.
こっちもそうするから。
Still bending at the waist, Colphne offers me her hands and helps me off the floor. After that, she picks up the metal box reverently with both hands.
そうします。プレゼント
I'll
ありがとう
remember
ございま
that.
した。
Thank you for the
大
gift.
切にします。
I really appreciate it.
ヘレナちゃんの方、今すぐ見に行きますね。
I'll go take a look at Helena.
悪いな。
Thank you for your hard work.
平気です。
Don't mention it. She runs 2 paces, then stops. She turns around and gives me her usual bright smile.
今日言った言葉、コルフェン、ちゃんとインプットしておきましたからね。
What you've said today, I'll burn it into my neural cloud, Commander. I wave at her and watch her leave the central hub with the metal box in her arms.
さて、時間的にそろそろか。
All right,
次は。
it's about time. Next, Groza.
指揮官
Yup.
ご苦労。メンテナンスはもう終わったのか。
Your maintenance is done?
終わったわ。作
Yes.
戦報告をまとめ
I'm
た
tidying up the mission report, and it's estimated to be uploaded via the usual channel in 24 minutes.
ここに来るまでにいろんな質問を考えていたんだが。
I've been thinking about a bunch of questions on the way here, but now I don't really know where to begin.
いっそのこと
Maybe it'll be better if I go
直
straight
接
to
作戦
reading
報
the
告を
report.
読んだ方がいいだろうか。
コルフェンと何かあったの？
Did something happen with Colphne?
いや、大したことじゃない。
Not really.
ただ、
It's just that
私ももっと積極的
I'm
になる
thinking
べき
maybe I can take the initiative a bit more.
指揮官はいつだって積極的よ。例えば
That's the way you've
何か
always
食
been.
べたいと思った
For
時と
example,
か
even when it comes down to what to eat.
そういう話じゃないだろう。さて、
You know
それじゃあ
that's not
聞か
what
せ
I'm
てもらお
talking
う
about.
か。
Alright, let me get started then.
いいわ。
Okay.
まず、何があった
What exactly
損
did you
傷
run
率が
into?
私の予想をはるかに
The
上回って
damage
い
you
た。
suffered was far beyond my
本来なら
expectations.
慎
I
重を期す
originally
べき
thought this
潜
was
入
just
任
an
務だったはず
infiltration
だが
mission that needed to be approached with caution.
ヘレナよ。防御シ
It's
ステムを
Helena.
制御できずに
She
暴
lost
走した
control of her defense equipment and
キャロリ
Caroline
ック
had
を
to
気
knock
絶
her
させ
out.
てくれたからなんとか
She's
なっ
very
たけど
closely related to Paradise and the purification ritual.
そして浄化の儀式
I think she is the lost
何らかの
Kavitas
つながりがある
commander.
よね。
詳しく聞かせてくれ。
Give me the details.
暴走する前ヘレナは儀式や実験といった単語をつぶや
Before
い
it
て
started, Helena mentioned
暴走したの
ritual
も
and
ちょうど
experiment.
浄化の儀式が始まる頃
And the moment she lost control lined up with the beginning of the purification ritual.
さらに浄化の儀式でネイトは正常なるカビタと言って
During the ritual, the
ネ
Naito
イトやニ
mentioned
ターの攻
pure
略放射線に対
Kavitas,
するパラダイスの
collating
姿勢を含めて
Paradis's
考える
attitude towards collapse radiation from the descriptions of
Kanzen
Naito and
Menyeki.
Niter. I think
つまり
Kavitas
Helena
refers to
の
a
ことなんじゃない
fully
かしら。
immune individual. Helena, in other words. Okay. So when they say lost Kavitas, it's because Helena's not in their possession, I guess.
ネイトに会ったのか。
You saw Naito?
浄化の儀式を取り仕切っていたものをユナイタスたちはネイトと
The
呼んで
Unitates,
映像は後ほ
Unitates,
ど作戦報告
yeah,
に添付して
Unitates referred to the individual performing the ritual as Lady Naito. I will attach the image to the mission report shortly.
そうか。しかし、カビタが完全免疫体だったとして。
Right. Even if Kavitas is referring to a fully immune individual, Helena might not be the lost Kavitas. She's not a true fully immune individual. That's true. Helena is very different, even when compared to the individuals I've previously seen. But her bodily functions began to deteriorate in environments without collapse radiation.
特殊なトリガーあるいは私たちの知らない理由から
Perhaps there are
何かがあ
trigger
るのかもしれ
conditions
ない
or circumstances we are not yet aware of, Commander.
消
Both
失した
Naito
カビ
and Niter asked their
ネイトと
Unitates
ニ
to
ターは
search
ユ
for
ナイ
the
タスに
lost
それを探
Kavitas.
させている一方
And Helena is right in
私
our
たちは
hands.
都合よくヘレナ
I
を手
don't
にしてい
think
る
this is a coincidence.
ただの偶然だとは思えないわ
いや、ヘレナが複数存在するとなれば、 パラデウスは
No.
異なるタイプの個体を他にも生み出しているは
Since
ずだ。
there might be many copies of
も
Helena,
し同じタイミングで
Paradis
別
might
タイ
have
プの
created
個体が
individuals
消
of
え
other
ていたとしたら
types. If at the same time an individual of another type also disappeared, then the lost Kabitas might not be referring to Helena. Naruto? Yes, Naruto.
ヘレナに関するこの依頼。依頼人と請負人の
Although
ど
there's
ちら
no
かも
evidence linking this assignment's commissioner or client to Paradis, Helena's box
ヘ
did,
レナの箱
however,
に用い
use
られたのは
technology from
間違いなく
Paradis.
パラデウスの技術だ。
例のバイオテクノロジー関連分野の企業がパラデウスである可能性は？そうでなくとも
Could that
パラデウ
company
スと何らかに
registered in
関
the
わりを
field
持
of
っている
biotechnology be Paradis? Or, apart from the Varjegers and the Gerard Group, is there a direct link between that implicated biotechnology company and Paradis? It's all the big tech. They're all in cahoots.
後者かもな。もしパラデウスがホ
I
ワイト
think
エ
it would
リ
be
ア
the
で
latter.
活動していたら、
If Paradis was
カリン
active
が
in the
教え
White
てくれたはず
Zones,
だ。
Colin would tell me.
今回の潜入作戦でヘレナの存
During
在
this
が敵にバ
operation,
レたわ。
Helena was exposed in
もし
front
こ
of
ち
a
らの
Naito.
推測通りな
If we
ら
are correct, the
その
impact of
影響は
that
計り知れ
incident
ないわね。
cannot be measured. We should
今すぐ
immediately
カリーナに
request for
応援を要請
reinforcements
すべ
from
き。
Kalina,
指揮官。
Commander. Yeah, we need to actually talk to Kalina. It's been a while. Hope everything's okay with them.
カリンの状況が分かっていないんだ。彼女が連絡を
I'm
よ
not
こさない
certain of
限
the
り、
situation with
こ
Kalina.
ちらからも
If
連
she
絡
hasn't
はできない。
contacted me of her own volition,
君たちの
I
撤
can't
退
make
後、
contact with her
ネ
right
イトは追
now.
ってきたか？
After you left, did the Naito pursue you?
いいえ、ネイ
No,
トは攻撃してこなかっ
she
た
did
わ。
not attack us.
ちょっと待て。君たちの損傷は戦闘力の上がった
Wait,
ネイトによるものじ
I
ゃないの
thought your damage was caused by an increase to Naito's combat ability.
セクスタンスよ。
It was Sexton's.
セクスタンスだと。な
Sexton's?
ぜ彼女がパラデ
Why
ウ
is
ス
she with Paradis?
わからないわ。
I'm not sure.
私たちが到着する前から
Before we
場内にい
arrived,
たみた
she
い。
was already there.
ただ以
However,
前と比べて
compared to before,
戦闘力
she
がだいぶ
exhibited
落ちているように
significantly
感じた。
reduced combat abilities.
コーラプス放射線測定器の数値が危険域に到達次第
The
撤
order
退
you
する。
gave me was to retreat immediately when the reading reaches the danger zone.
測定器の数
The
値
value stayed within the safe range at all times, but I determined that no more information could be acquired, so I ordered a retreat instead of stimulating the remolding
撤退を
pattern.
指示したの。
戦いの後、セクスタンスは追ってこなかったのか？
After fighting, did Sextons not pursue you either?
状況が混乱していて
The situation was chaotic and we did not find any sign of her after our retreat. I see.
ネイトの情報、そしてセクスタンスとの交戦状況も作戦報
The
告に
information
加えて
about
く
the
れ。
Naitos and your encounter with Sexton should be put in the mission report and submitted
それから
ASAP.
メイリーに伝えてく
Additionally,
れ。
ask Mei-Ling to try tracing back the channel Colin used previously. The chances of
成功す
tracking
る
it
とは思え
aren't
ない
high.
が、万
But we'll
が
have
一
to
という
try.
こともある。
了解よ。
Alright.
ネメシスはどうだ？何か気になったことは？
What about Nemesis? Anything noteworthy?
いつも通りだったわね。
She was as usual.
環境情報を比較、現在地を教えてくれ。
Cross-reference the environmental data. Where are we right now?
現在の座標
Our
7W
current coordinates are 7WE2WX3-EO021R4, approximately 290 kilometers from the location of the purification ritual. Environmental data indicates that a collapse storm is up ahead. Currently, we are attempting to circumvent this area. We are projected to enter a 430-meter deep valley in 6 minutes.
またコーラプスストームに峡谷か。
Another
500
collapse
キロメートル
storm
離
in
れた
another
ら
valley.
遮蔽物を探して
Pull back about 500 kilometers. Find cover and get ready. I think we just crashed into something.
敵襲司令室上部で指向性爆弾が起爆したわ。
Incoming. The explosives we set above the MBV have been detonated.
またか。
Again? Oh, here we go. And it's Sextons again. With a question mark. Sextons 2.0, Fame Chaser. In the howling storm, the lost seek their forgotten names. Do you just enjoy blowing a hole in the roof of my ops room in canyons? Groza, have you spotted the enemy? Paraduce pursuers spotted. Strong interference ahead. All units, stay alert. Trouble incoming. Can you handle it? We'll do our best to take care of it. The enemy is attacking. All units, prepare for battle. All right. Well, we already read her stuff and everything before, so we know what she can do. Sextons. And go. So they did come after us. I'm actually surprised that it's not Naitos, but I wonder if this version of Sextons is like a creation of Naitos or something. And then she goes and hides. Damn. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Carolyn got the last hit. Okay. Abnormal enemy response. All units, halt pursuit. What did we get? Okay. No time to backtrace, and no time for repair either. I've only been able to go through basic maintenance on everyone. Sextons is out there, and the storm here is bad. We'll be all right, right, Commander? Enemy number confirmed to be just one. Is it Sextons? Yes. A burst of static comes through the comms, making it difficult to make out what Groza is saying. It's just her? No other Paraduce combat units? No. Enemy confirmed to have left the combat area in body bags. So they've withdrawn? She's remaining outside of our firing range and is not leaving. Don't answer that. There's a new communications request. Caller unknown. Are we gonna get hacked again? Put it through. Groza, stay alert. Mailing displays the new comms window on the projection screen. I walk up to the projection screen. Good day. Wait a minute. Huh? This would make sense though, because she contacted us before. Why she... Oh, because it's different Sextons. I find myself looking at Sextons who is wearing a hood. I cannot be certain if the collapse storm is affecting the signal reception or if Sexton's vocalization module is damaged, but her words are very choppy. and the simple greetings took her seconds to get out.
挨拶はいい。君と顔を合わ
It's
せ
a
るのは
terrible
初めてだ
day.
な。
This should be the first time I've seen you in the flesh, Sextons,
セクスタンス。
chasing us here,
お
tailing
前の
us.
目的は何だ？
What do you want? Hilarious. Sextons, my name? What? You know who I am. Please tell me.
そんな子供騙しで私たちをごまかせると思ったのか。
Still trying these childish tricks on us. Didn't she get beat up by the other one in like chapter 5? I'm trying to remember. I remember Darcher. Something fell on her, so we don't know if she. We didn't see the body once again. We don't know if she's truly dead, but I think she's gone. We haven't seen her in quite a few chapters. Unless there are clones of her too. The last thing I remember with Sextons. Actually, yeah, I'm trying to remember. Hold on. Let's finish this. We might have to like go back and check what happened. Sextons makes no reply or any sort of movement. She looks like a static image pasted on the projection screen.
ブローザ、異常は？
Groza, sit rep.
異常なし。敵ユニットは動いていないわ。
No abnormalities, no movement from enemy unit.
茶番に付き合うつもりはない。
I have no time for this. Groza, get rid of her. Tell me. Sextons takes off her hood, revealing her exposed circuitry, protruding eyeballs, and mangled metallic hardware. Neural authorization unlock limit. Tell me. Give me the order, Commander.
また通信です。番号化チャンネル。通信元は
A new comms request. Encrypted channel. Caller is Light the Dawn. Shining edge in hand. That's either really Kalina or we're getting hacked.
繋いでくれ。
Put it through. Oh, it's Lena. That was it. That's how they're ending this. You jerks. Why you do this? Cliffhanger. Hold on. Did chapter 9 show? No. No, that would be too nice of them. Yeah. That's how they're ending that. At least we know this time it really is Lena. So we'll get some information on her and Kalina's situation over there. But that's how they're leaving that. We have to wait for the next chapter. But as for what we were talking about, what happened to Sextons, hold on. I can go back to chapter 5. We can just... I can't remember if you have to do the fight. No. Let's check story real quick. Since that was the last chapter. Nah, I'm just gonna go through this. It's gonna click really fast.
この人が報告にあった。セクスタンス。
Yeah, see? Darcher was still alive back then.
その名をご存知で。
君は？
So we can skip that. If you go to the boss fight. Let me see. Who was the boss fight against? It had to be Darcher then. Okay, yeah. So if you skip, yeah. So this was Darcher's departure, basically. Maybe it was 6 then. The cutscene with the guy who thought he was the best. The glasses bro. Yeah, hold on. We're gonna check though, real quick. This way we're covering all bases and everything.
ごめんね。
私が終わらせる。
その
I'm just gonna go straight for her. It's not like they're gonna actually lose.
ごめんね。その
Goodbye.
隊長の
This way we're having a little recap since we finished all the main story chapters with this as well too, while we wait for more main story. Because if I remember correctly,
想定通りの勝利です。
if they show the scene, yeah. It's like Darcher died here.
気をつけなさいよ。このデカブツ、前よりも手強くなってるわ、隊長。
あなたの報告と比べると確かに戦闘力が上がっているわね。
Let's see.
でっかいの本気出したんじゃないですか。
Because the last thing I remember was Darcher being contacted by someone they were calling Big Sis. I believe so.
68% になった。ネメシスも OK よ。
行動開始。
So much yelling. Slice off her leg. Yep.
おかげさまで順調よダーチは。さて、今のあなたには2つの選択肢があるわ。
Yeah. Darcher, from here you have two choices. Follow the soon to be sextons, or perhaps just like now, getting my assistance from the True Alliance with me. That's right, she gave her a choice. And then the rock fell on her, and that was it. So we never actually got to see what she chose. But someone communicated, got in contact with her right then. And if we go to 6, let's see. Actually, yeah, we'll just go straight here. That should tell us Sextons is not here. No Sextons anywhere. Perhaps it was 7 then. Because usually it would show them. Wow, where is she? All right, that's that. Wait, who's this? That's Darcher again. Yeah, I don't know. I'll check it though. We fought Darcher a lot of times.
見た
Oh crap. I just went to the same one, didn't I? That's fine. Hold on. Yeah. I want to know. So stay away from chapter 5. That's not it. It wasn't 7 because we know how 7 left off because it just continued in 8. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Let's see. This is 6. Just looking at this now, I know it's not this. I can tell you exactly what this part is. This is when we were in the underground and when Vepley first joined. Yeah, when the Varjagers were attacking and Colphne was in her murder mood. So it's not this one. We have not seen Sextons for a very long time. 4? Okay, I'm trying to remember.
そちらの境遇については誠に遺憾であります。閣下。
I remember this part too, actually. That is Sextons on the phone with her. She was using, she was disguising herself at first. Yeah. There she is.
ここはやはり閣下並びにそのご法友である指揮官殿の手助けに感謝しなくては。
Yeah, she actually helped Kalina here. Yeah, yep. When they were coming to her office.
お別れのプレゼントはすでにお送りしておきましたよ。
Guess it was earlier.
これがあなたの言うプレゼントですか。
Yeah.
またお会いしましょう。
Indeed, what happened to Sextons? I guess they're...
参事官殿、あなたは国家の安全を脅かした罪。軍務執行の妨害等で起訴され
This was a cool part.
これより罪人に
Like I
対
said,
す
we're
る
just
制裁を
enjoying this
行う
recap here.
制裁
We've done all
あ
this
なたの
already
言う制
here.
裁とは
But
すなわち死刑執行では
unless they're
どうご理解
going
いただいて構わない。
with storytelling as they're showing us the, you know, the end result first of what happened to Sextons, and then they're gonna cover it later. Yeah, because this was still back in the city. I don't think they made it. Yep, and there's Lena.
何か問題がただリバネーに久しぶりに会ったから盛り上がっちゃってそれよりさっきのリバネーの援護射撃超かっこよくなかったかっこよかったよね
Yeah.
レナさんまずは問題を解決しましょう
Yep, and then they went off to safety.
お疲れ様
And this is where they showed her too.
お疲れ様二人とも
Leva, yeah, Lena and Leva.
レナとりあえず話し久しぶり
Okay,
ま
we can just skip
当
this
初の
though.
計画
So, I have no idea. Huh. Yeah, it's been quite a while since we've actually... See, look, here she is in chapter 3. Okay. So let's check this real quick.
断っておくんだ。
That's right, with
私に
him.
加えて危害は一つ残らずイーズリー会長に。
怖い
But we know what happened with
渡れ
him.
ばいいんですよ。
Sextons took care of that.
おとなしく品物を。
でもコルフェン、イーズリーが誰なのか全然知らないな。コルフェンが知ってるのは少しでも動く素振りを見せたらパーンって音とともにあなたの側頭骨に穴が開いて弾がもう一方の側頭骨からね。
You gotta love our little gremlin.
戦闘終了か？
敵ユニットの相当完了。依頼人を捕獲したわ。
連れて行け。いろいろと聞きたいことがある。
And that's how she made her entrance. She's like, don't touch me.
何があったクローザー？
訂正。敵ユニット残り1。依頼人を失ったわ。各員迎撃準備。
Let's skip through this. Just get through the battle real quick. Once we remind ourselves of how this chapter ended, then let's see. You know what? Yeah, we're just gonna not even worried about it. Actually, cancel. Here we go. This is what we'll do. Easy. Oh, that was it. I didn't see the X, that's why. Let's see. Pretty much they're escaping. But if I remember correctly, there was a conversation that Sextons had after this. Sample isn't here. Okay. That's when Sextons learned who we were too.
オデッサか。
こちらの指揮官は上等な餌としての使い道があります。近々我々が追うことになる重要人物を
This commander is a piece of top tier bait for luring out a VIP that we have been trying to locate for some time.
回収作戦の失敗を不問にするそうです。このことを光栄に思うべきでしょう。閣下。
失敗？
オデッサにおける
So this was even before that.
想定通りの勝利です。本当は
I'm trying to find it's the chapter where what was it? I thought we did see Sextons one more time after that, and I think she was having a conversation with Darcher and they were arguing. I just can't remember exactly where it was. It must have been a story part before the final battle of said chapter. We know fought. Actually, you know what? That makes sense. Now that I'm thinking about it. We know at the end of this chapter, that's when Darcher died. So it might have been chapter 5, actually. I'm just going through it real fast to see. While you do this, Wriggle, look what you've done. I don't want to skip just in case the conversation shows up. I remember they were talking in a building and they were arguing. I think it was Sexton standing in the hallway. Was it on the phone with Archer? The whole timeline is fucked. We gotta find Barry. Yes. It's like, I'm determined to find this conversation. And that was not it. So next story one, right before the boss fight. Let's see. Okay. She just... okay. It was this chapter. It's starting to come back to me. We thought it was Sexton's. And she got mad just now that we even mentioned Sexton's name. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, see? While I'm surprised that you would know the name of my colleague, the two of us are nothing alike. I hope that you and your companions who are absent from this conversation will have a clear understanding of this matter in the future. She hated being mistaken for Sexton's. Okay. So, what's at the beginning of the chapter then? Aha! Hold on. We're getting there. Because this is where Sexton's, if I remember correctly, I think she takes care of him. He glares at her angrily. Yup. You hold it right there. This. Okay. So basically, we actually don't need to read the conversation. It's just the fact that this conversation is happening here. Yeah, so they were just arguing about Sexton's was pretty much telling Darcher that, like, you shouldn't act recklessly and everything. The enemy, us, is stronger than you think. And Darcher got angry at her and they were going back and forth. But yeah, that means that chapter 5... You should already know the contents of the one Heli sent. Yeah, that was someone they mentioned though. Heli, whoever that is. So yeah, that still leaves the question of what happened to Sexton's, because she was fine here. Yeah. There we go. We haven't seen Sexton since chapter 5. So between then and 7 is when we saw her. Something happened to Sexton's, which they're not revealing yet. There we go. We figured it out. Because back in 7 is when we first saw her in the form that she's in now. There we go. Timeline restored. We did it. Done. So that was all the chapters, though. We have to wait for chapter 9. I mean, yeah, hooray for us. We got through all the chapters. The check mark, I mean, the exclamation marks just mean I have to go back and do like the extra battles. It's like, that's all. So we're not missing anything, or we didn't forget to do anything. But yeah, that was all for the main story for now. They left us on the freaking cliffhanger once again. But that's okay. Story is really, really good. It's like, and loving all the cutscenes they're throwing out to us as well too. So next time, it's like we play Girls Frontline. We'll be going and doing this event here, Halting Station, because Deshevnia, her banner is up, and we'll get to see more in Deshevnia. As well as this might directly continue the story for the last event that ended too, because that also left at a cliffhanger. They were in the middle of a gunfight. But yeah, everyone just started showing up. So, but that's going to be all for this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's like, that chapter was really good. It's like the story just keeps getting better and better. And yeah, it's like, until next stream, I will see you guys later. I have a nice weekend planned for us. This weekend is, I'm dubbing it Love Weekend. So look forward to that. Now you gotta log into my account and do it again. Oh no. If you've been watching me play through the story here, you can just click the skip button through the story. It's like, there you go. But yeah. Alright guys. It's like, as always, this was fun. And until next stream, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, everybody.